Go. Okay. Let's tell the people. People have been told. Dude, this is gonna take a long time. It's gonna be a long stream. How's it going, VOD crowd? How you doing? It's just us for now. We're gonna wait a second. There we go. This is gonna take a long time, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to get it rolling. But it's gonna take a long time. Hello, magician. Hello, hello. I'm just bracing myself for what will inevitably take 300 times longer than I gave it credit for. Magician, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Hello, Lucas. Hello, Yancey. What's up, Sam? All right. I mean, Yancey, there's probably going to be a lot in the S tier. I like most of the Pokemon. We'll get into some controversial ones as we get lower in the list, I have to imagine. But we'll see. We'll see how it lands. I mean, obviously, your boy is S tier. He's perfect. Look at him. Look at him. He's perfect. Yeah, so I started by coming up with an idea of how to rank them. I came up with the 3A's system: aesthetics, aptitude, and arbitrary opinions. And then I decided, you know what, we're just going to go gut reactions. I like Bulbasaur a lot. What's up, Mikey? Hello. I'm going to put Ivysaur in the A tier. I like Ivysaur, but he's kind of an awkward teenager. Gonna be real, Mega Venusaur is just Venusaur again. We're gonna put him down here. That's gonna be, like, surprise to maybe some of you. Up in the S tier. I love this guy. I think he's cool. Ivysaur is okay. He's not bad. He's in the A tier. He's made it most of the way. Charmander, he's great. Charmeleon, same deal as Ivysaur. I think he's an awkward teenager. The Megas, don't get me wrong, I always wanted a shiny Charizard. Not like this. Not like this. He goes in C tier. He's pretty cool. This Charizard is just more Charizard. Hello, Aurelio. We're going to put this with Mega Venusaur. And we're going to throw... Charizard, obviously, is going up there. Now, surprise to nobody. Up he goes. Squirtle's great. Wartortle, I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta disrespect you. You're going in the B tier. Mega Blastoise, I got a lot of love for Mega Blastoise. I think he's very strong Pokemon. I don't like the one cannon. We're gonna put him. We'll put him here. We'll be nice. We'll bump him up to the D tier, although I think he should probably be an E or F. Blastoise, in general, I love him. He's great. Caterpie. Caterpie's a bad Pokemon, but it has potential. Metapod, you find a Metapod, it's F tier. It's bad. I'm going out of order there. Caterpie is one step above Metapod because it knows tackle. Butterfree, I got nothing but love for you, but you're going in the B tier because you're not particularly useful, so I can't use you in a lot of situations. Weedle, same deal. Kakuna, you already know. Mega Beedrill, I actually kind of like. We're going to put it up here with Butterfree. Normal Beedrill, if it was better, would be S tier. But I gotta sit you in the A tier. Pidgey, courtesy of D&D, S tier Pokemon. Phenomenal. This thing, get it out of here, please. Pidgeotto, we love it. Pidgeotto's gonna I think you're right, Connor. Pidgeotto's gonna sit nicely in the A tier. Pidgeot is just Pidgeotto again. It's gonna sit there. I got nothing bad to say about the first gen birds. D-Swag, we're doing all of them. We're doing every single Pokemon. This is gonna take like 100 days. Alolan Rattata. I quite like, but you're still at the end of the day, Rattata. Your use case is slim, but I like your mustache, so you go in B. Rattata. Use case is slim, because you're a normal type. Nuzlocks all around have given me an appreciation for Rattatas. Pudgy Raticate, I don't see a normal Raticate on this list, so I'm going to count this as apparently both. So, let's see. I don't know where normal Raticate is. We'll find him later. Raticate I put right next to Rattata. I'm not a huge fan of the chubby cheeks. I think it's kind of cute, but whatever. I don't see a normal Raticate on this list. I think he may have been absorbed or forgotten, and that's okay. Hello, Ice Prince. Hello, Yandel. Mikey, there should be, if you're in the Discord, should be a link in the general chat, my friend. Let's see. Spearow. I got a lot of love for Bullet. Fearow. I'm gonna say is strongly all right. I'm gonna put him up in the A, up in the A tier. Prior to the campaign, neither of these two would be anywhere near here. Ekans. I love this Pokemon. It's kind of bad, but I love it. We'll put it in the A tier. Arbok. It's a great Pokemon. Fantastic Pokemon. Berry Master, thank you. Thank you for the following. I appreciate you. Pikachu. I gotta be honest. I'm not a huge Pikachu stan. I know what he means to the franchise, and therefore he's going in the C tier. I'm not a huge Pikachu fan. Like, I don't know. Alolan Raichu, design-wise, S tier. Function, probably A tier. I'm going to put him in A, because it's arbitrary. Normal Raichu, same deal. I think you're the same Pokemon. Yeah, Pikachu goes in C tier as a sign of respect. Alolan Sandshrew. I think your name should be different, but I think you're very cool. Pun intended. Normal Sandshrew, 100%. S tier. Same thing with both of these Sandslashes. I think they're great. This little guy, he's a little igloo. I think he's great, but he's not quite there. He's not quite there yet. He gets there. He doesn't have the nostalgia with the cuteness. All right. Nidorans. They're like weird gophers. I'm gonna put them all. I'm gonna rank them in the same way. I don't discriminate here. I think these ones. You know what? Out of respect, in red and blue, you gotta get these guys if you want to beat Brock. If you took Charmander, so they go up here out of respect. The mid evolves, same deal. Nidoqueen and Nidoking, A tier Pokemon. They're useful. They can learn Surf. This one can learn Surf. Clefairy. Oh man, same deal. I respect what you're going for. I respect the hustle. I'm not a huge fan. Clefable is just the same thing, but bigger. So you're going in here. Alolan Vulpix. I think he's very cool. I have a shiny one in Pokemon Go. You're going to go nice and solid in the B tier here. Both of you. Ninetales. Very strong fire Pokemon. Alolan Ninetales. Sort of strong ice Pokemon. You're going right here. Jigglypuff. Smash. You're a menace. Sing, you're always putting people to sleep. You're drawing on them with markers. I respect the hustle, but you're going with Clefairy. Wigglytuff, you're a Jigglypuff, but you inverted your Pompadour. You changed. You should have stayed you. Zubat, not S tier. No. A tier. I like the Zubat line. Unironically, I enjoy them. I think they're very good. I think they're well-designed Pokemon. I don't think they're particularly, like, overpowered. But all I'm saying, keep an eye out for that Soul Link. I love this guy. Alright. Sage. Oddish. Parsley. Go up there, King. Gloom, I'm going to be real. I don't like Gloom. I think Gloom is terrible. Now, Vileplume, I think is alright. This is absolutely a case. Beautiful, wholesome child. Very awkward teenage phase. And then they get their glow up, but they don't quite hit the initial levels. Paris, Nipsey, where he belongs. Parasect is it's a Paris wearing glasses, and therefore it's endearing to me. But it also has pinchers that could rip you in half. So you gotta give it the respect. All right. Venonat, I'm sorry. I have no nostalgia, no memory of these Pokemon. I know them, but why? OG Diglett, aka Derby. You're an A tier Pokemon, my friend. You have potential. Now, when you sprout 3 hairs, I don't respect it. I don't respect when a new form doesn't add anything to the designs. Which is kind of why these 3 are down here. They should probably be lower, and you know what? I've talked myself into it. They're actually going to go here. I got nothing against Hansen. I got this doesn't, no, I don't like it. No, thank you. Dugtrio, 3 Digletts, Prime. You got the nostalgia at your back. You're an incredible Pokemon. You're very fast. You have Arena Trap. You can kill your opponents. I hate this thing. I'm sorry. I don't like it. This thing is a little bit okay. I used one in Shield, so I did enjoy that. It was a fine Pokemon. It's a Steel type, which was weird to me. Shout out to Gremmy. Yo, Aurelio, thank you for the 1,000 bits. OG Meowth is kind of like Venonat. I respect what you're doing. I've never used one, but maybe the opportunity will arise. So I'll put you in the C tier. I hate this thing at A to B. I don't respect it. Persian, sleek, majestic, but a normal type. So your use case is limited. And on an arbitrary rule, you have to go in B tier. Wadsworth. I'm gonna start organizing these a little bit closer to how I actually feel about them. The starters are up there out of respect, and because I have used all 3 of them well over the normal allotment of times. All right, Golduck. You're okay. You go in the B tier. Bang. I respect what you're doing. Primeape, same deal. I like Primeape. I think he's a boxing monkey. He takes what Mankey's doing and he turns it up to 11. Growlithe, young Maya, a small red dog. You're going in the A tier. Arcanine, this is a S tier Pokemon. Overused to oblivion, at least for me, but I respect it. Haka, aka Poliwag. Poliwag's an A tier Pokemon. Poliwhirl, gonna be real with you. You're going down here, I think. No, you're gonna go here. You go next to Meowth. Poliwrath, I don't like. Oh yeah. No, D-Swag, it's gonna get worse. The lower we get, there's gonna be a lot of arbitrary I don't like this Pokemons. Abra. In a Nuzlocke, you're a nightmare. You're, like, design-wise, you've got potential. You're going in the C tier. This probably is no surprise to anybody. I love these Pokemon. I don't know what this is. I don't know. He's a man with many spoons. You're gonna go in the E tier. I love Alakazam. I don't know why you had to do this to him. But you know what? The Prime Mind, the Firstborn, I gotta give you the respect you deserve. You at least go in the C tier. C tier is Pokemon that I respect but don't like. Machop, aka Chopper, 100% A tier Pokemon. Machoke, S tier. Machamp, S tier. I love these guys. Machop is one of my favorites to catch early on in a playthrough. The only reason he's not S tier is I know that in most playthroughs he's not getting farther than Machoke. Because I need somebody to trade with when I have one. So if they evolved by level, the whole line would be S tier. I really like them. They're simple, they're fighting types. They evolve champion belts. It's incredible. Bellsprout. Where do you begin? I can't rag on Spud too much. You know what? You're gonna go in the C tier. I respect you. I've used you a couple times. It's all that. Nothing said. Victory Bell. I respect you. You have acid that can dissolve everything, and that deserves in its own way a bump up in the rankings. Tentacool. You're going in the D tier, and here's why. You know what, Magician? You're exactly right. Magician, you make a fair point. It's not Machop's fault that he evolves by trade. Appreciative Arts, hello to you as well. Welcome to the tier list. We're almost halfway through Gen 1 of 8. Yeah, I use Weepinbell a lot in D&D, and it's due in no small part to the fact that I feel like it scales nicely, but I don't respect it. I think it's a bad Pokemon. All right. Tentacruel, B tier. I like it. Very cool. Very cool Pokemon. It definitely gets the glow up from the Jelly Ball napkin that is Tentacool. Alright, I'm gonna start with the normies. Anybody that's seen the Soul Link already, you know my feeling on Geodudes. I tolerate them. Put them in the B tier. This one is a Geodude with eyebrows and spikes coming out of his forehead. I don't like this. And I gotta be real, I don't really like this. I think this is funny. So it's gonna go in the B tier. I respect Golem, but he's kind of dragged down in the same way. Listen, the first Geodude was so good. He was adamant. Ugh. But then you start getting into like the second and third, and it just hurts your soul. All right. We're moving on. Ponyta, I think he's very cool, but I'm going to put you in the Vulpix tier, aka the B tier. I have never seen one of these in my Sword or Shield playthroughs, so I have no attachment to it. It is simply weird-looking Ponyta. I will not pass judgment because I have never seen one. but you are also going no higher than B. Rapidash, you're going in the S tier. I like this. I like this Pokemon. Butterhead, aka Slowpoke. You're going down here because your design didn't really change all that much. I respect what you're doing. So Slowpoke itself, I'm gonna put in the C tier. I think it could be better, but this one is, I don't know what you're doing. We caught one and it was weird. I don't like this. I think this is a meme, and we take Pokemon seriously here. Slowbro, I'm gonna put you a little bit above Slowpokes. I think you're okay. Magnemites, I have grown to respect in recent years. I'm gonna put you up there. Magneton, same deal, but you're just 3 Magnemites, so your design doesn't change that much. I'm gonna knock you down to the B tier. Okay, normal Farfetch'd. I'm gonna be real. I always think this Pokemon is from Gen 2, because I have never seen it in a Gen 1 playthrough, ever. So I'm gonna put it here. This guy, I had no idea that this thing was fighting type until Joel started using it. But the design has changed a little bit. I have no attachment to you either way. You're going to sit here for a bit. Yeah, Magician, that's exactly right. Press X to doubt. Cole Phelps, badge 1247. Doduo. I like a Doduo. I'm going to put you in the Magneton tier. Dodrio. There's 3 of them now. I don't care. It changes nothing. Seal. Rose. I like Rose. Seal. I don't know where to put you. Rose makes me like you. You know what? I know exactly where to put you. You're going in the C tier. I respect you. I'm not a huge fan. Dugong, however, you get a little better because you can learn Ice Beam. Rose, you could probably learn Ice Beam too if you really tried. This is not a knock on Rose from the campaign. I really like Rose. I think Rose is up here. So you know what? I'm gonna rank that as though you're Rose. Rose, you go in the A tier. Seal is a C tier Pokemon. Rose is an A tier Pokemon. Mikey, I know. I'm liking Farfetch'd. You know what? Normal Farfetch'd, you can go up. We're biased. DB York, this is completely arbitrary. I tried to come up with a way to rank these objectively, and I couldn't do it. So it's all from the heart, gut instinct. That's why they keep changing. All right. Ice Prince, you're exactly right. Ting 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 ting, aka Ice Beam from Gen 3. All right. Biohazard, Grimer. I really like Grimer. Grimer, I think, is very cool. Alolan Grimer, I think, is equally cool. They changed up the design. There's lore reasons for it. He looks like he's eaten some paint, and you should probably get that looked at. Muck, same deal. I think you're just the same Pokemon as Grimer. You're just 2 Grimers together. And then Alolan Muck. I gotta be honest, you're going in the B tier. I really like that they went different with it, but I'm not a huge fan of the chunks of plastic floating in there. Let me grab this real quick and there you go, my friends. Anybody in the Discord, I just threw that in the general chat if you want to do this for yourself. Shelder, I gotta be real. You're going in the C tier. Cloyster, however, I have used Skill Link King's Rock Cloysters to be a Scumlord, and therefore they're ride or die. Ghastly, this whole line, A tier. Haunter, however, S tier. I think Haunter's really cool. I've just always liked Haunter's design. Gengar, I'm not too keen on, because again, you have to trade to evolve. But Haunter, Love it. This thing, I'm not a huge fan. You're going to go with the other megas. Here's where people are going to start to get upset, I think, is I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the mega designs. And we'll get to that when we get to Gyarados. Onix. I wish you were a stronger Pokemon. I'm going to put you in the B tier. I love this thing. I love Onix. I think he's got a lot of potential, but he's like one of the worst Pokemon in the game. Drowsy. He's just an elephant doing his best, man. Hypno, I don't like you. I'm going to put you down here. You're going in the E tier. I think you're weird. Chocolate Butt, I respect. This guy, not so much. Krabby. I'm going to contradict myself from some earlier statements. You are just a crab. You have not had your designs altered in any way, but I respect what you're doing. You're a very strong water type. You can learn surf. Kingler, I'm going to put you in the same spot. I don't know what to do with these Pokemon. I'm going to be real. I don't know what to do with them. Voltorb, same deal. I'm not really sure. I don't have any attachment to these guys. So they're going to go in the C tier. They're from Gen 1. They get a little bit of street cred from that. Does not apply to all Gen 1 Pokemon. Gleek, egg cute. Please sit squarely where you belong. AKA in the S tier. This thing? No. Why are you a dragon? There are so many other Pokemon that deserve to be a dragon. I'm lukewarm on this thing. Tia and I have had a discussion about it. Why are these seeds and not eggs? So like it just doesn't work for me. I don't like it's a lore reason. You know? It's a lore reason for it. He's going in the A tier because I like Gleek. Cubone. Most tragic backstory of all time. Manny. We'd love to see him. You're gonna go up here. I'm gonna put you around the Machop levels. I gotta move Kadabra up to match. And we're gonna put Blastoise up here. Egghead accepts the A tier rank. You know what? I'm glad to hear it. Marowak. This might be a little controversial. I'm gonna put Marowak in B. I'm gonna put a Alolan Marowak up in the A tier. I like this thing a lot. This thing is really cool. He's got scorch marks. He's fire and ghost. It's completely different design from Marowak, and I gotta be real. Following my design conventions, Cubone just has a different skull on to become a Marowak. Gets a little more confident. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I like Hitmonlee better than Hitmonchan for literally no reason, so I'm going to do this. Lickitung. I don't know what to do with this Pokemon. Coughing. I respect Coughing. Galarian Wheezing. It's an entrepreneur. I have not used one yet, but they seem very strong, so I'm going to put them in the C tier, aka I respect the hustle. Wheezing is a better Coughing. So up you go. Rhyhorn. I love this guy. Completely arbitrary. You're going in the S tier for no reason other than I like you. Rhydon. You're okay. You're okay. Chansey. B tier. You should be higher, but I've never used one, so I don't have that attachment to it. But I like that Chansey is always trying to help. It has an egg. Enough said. You already know. You guys can probably tell where some of these are going to go based on how I utilize them in D&D. We're going to put Gleek up here as well. Let's see, what else we got up here? Alright, we won't do any more tweaking up there for now. Kangaskhan. I think you're a perfectly fine Pokemon. I'm always happy to see one, but because you're in the Safari Zones most of the time, I never catch you. Mega Kangaskhan. I have bad memories of the X and Y launch metas, but I'm gonna put you right next to Kangaskhan. I respect them equally because the baby gets out to fight. And I respect when the baby becomes self sufficient and decides not to be hiding anymore. It's gonna go out into the world and do things. Horsey. Um, Horsey, I'm gonna put you in the C tier. I respect you. Cedra, same deal. I, you're gonna go in there. Yeah, DB York. I try to do that on purpose. I try to throw the Pokemon I don't like into the campaign in the hopes that I will find a reason to like them, and so far it's working a treat. Because I did not used to like Execute or really Oddish. Was never a huge fan of Pidgey or Spearow. Never used a Paris. But because of that, like they're getting bumped up. So now when I see them in a game, I get very excited. Goldeen in Super Smash Bros. When I throw a Pokeball and a Goldeen comes out, it's F tier. I used a Goldeen in my Pokemon Sword playthrough, and I liked it. So you go in the D tier. I don't like Seeking, but same deal. You get the respect of being on my legacy team for Pokemon Sword. Uh, Staryu. I can't put you in the S tier, but out of respect for Tia, aka Phoebe, I will put you in the A tier. Starmie is just more Staryus put together. So you're gonna go in the C tier. You're a really good Pokemon. You're very strong. You're very fast, but you're gonna sit down here. We're not gonna talk about this yet. Mr. Mime. I don't like. I I don't like Mr. Mime, which is why I make him so obnoxious and scary. I'll put you in the D tier because I respect how fast and powerful your psychic attacks are. Now, this guy, let me tell you, the first time I encountered one of these, I had a big smile on my face. You're going in the C tier. I think this guy's hilarious. I don't know why he becomes a tap dancer. I don't know the lore reason. I don't need to know the lore reason. I think he's hilarious. Scyther, aka please don't at me with stealth rocks. I think Scyther's cool. I don't have the attachment that a lot of people have to Scyther and Scizor, or Caesar, depending on your pronunciation. Jinx, we don't talk about. This is like, I'm sorry, you should never have been made. Oh, dude, Schwang, I didn't do this for you. I did this for us, as a collective. I think Nipsey has a chance to become the face of a corporation someday. Electabuzz. I don't know if this is true, but in my head, he's canonically like 3 feet high, which is hilarious to me. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Mortar. This is gonna be the first time that D&D bias doesn't really help you. I don't like Magmar. I don't like Magmar. It's not Magmar's fault. I don't know why I don't like this Pokemon. I think it's the Frill Arms thing. It freaks me out. I don't like it. I don't know. You go in the C tier because I respect Mortar. You would be up here, but I don't like your design, so you're down here. Which is why you don't look like this in my head. Alright. Yeah, just don't tell Ben. Until he watches this. And I get angry tweets. Pinsir. Pinsir, you're up 1 from Scyther because I think Pinsir is a cooler Pokemon because it learns Guillotine. Mega Pinsir. Uh, I'll put you here. I've used one. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've used one. Also, Ragnarok, you get to go a little bit higher. Tauros, I always forget you're in Gen 1. I like Tauros' design. So you're going to go in the B tier. Magikarp, King among Kings. Up you go. This thing? No. I don't like this. This is awful. Gyarados? S tier. Lapras? S tier. Ditto can be every Pokemon and should therefore sit squarely in the middle, but he can be every Pokemon with a smiley face. S tier. Eevee? S tier. Vaporeon? Strong A. Flareon? C-type. Jolteon? S tier. Porygon? Not a huge fan, but I respect you. Lord Helix? For that reason and that reason alone, you're going in the A tier. Just both of you. I don't like Kabuto. Kabutops, I think is cool. You go up there with the other one. I don't know what this is. I don't really like you. You're just a spiky Aerodactyl. B tier. Snorlax. I respect you. You sleep all the time, and that's what I would do given the choice. You're also incredibly powerful. In you go. Yo, Hyper Dummy, thank you for the follow. I'm getting so focused in the zone. Moltres. I respect you. You're one of the 3 legendary Kanto birds. I'll put you in the B tier for that. Articuno. S tier Pokemon. Zapdos. Same deal. These are 2 of the very few legendaries that I think are really, really cool. Dratini is a cutie and also very strong. Dragonair, elegance and grace. Dragonite, the first and only dragon. The only one I respect. Up you go. I don't like this. This thing freaks me out. Mewtwo, you go in C tier out of respect. Mew, same deal. There we go. Gen 1 is complete. You know what, actually? Mew, you're going to go in the B tier. Because you basically are like Ditto, but you don't give everything a smiley face. So here's Gen 1. Here we go. These are the power players. Gen 2, there are some Gen 7 guys hiding in here. Yeah, these just look like Frieza's forms, and I'm not here for it. So that's where we're at. So that's Gen 1. We're about an hour in, yeah. Actually, no, not bad. So 30 minutes down for Gen 1. Gen 2, there's going to be a lot of S tiers. Yo, Indiana the Otter, thank you for the follow. Schwang, thank you for the bits. Follower hype, indeed. Let me turn on the alert box volume. There we go. Then I'll actually hear it, hopefully. We'll see how we do. Alright, as a surprise to literally nobody, Chicky Baby, please get up where you belong. This is genuine personal bias. I won't unseat Nipsey, but Bayleaf is my second favorite Pokemon. Meganium, though, I don't like. I don't know why, but I don't like Meganium. But Bayleaf and Chikorita, I love. I'm a huge fan of these guys. I think they're very cool. Little Buddy, Arjan, Cyndaquil, get on up there, buddy. And I'm going to grab my boy here real quick. Crash. This generation is the hardest one when they say who's your starter. Gen 1, it's very easy. I go based on the last one that I played with. So if I took Bulbasaur last time, I'll take Charmander and then Squirtle. But Nipsey, I think, has just become the symbol of the Twitch streams, at least, if not the channel as a whole. So I won't unseat Nipsey. But Hey, Mikey, no worries, man. No worries. It's been good to have you along for as long as we can support you on the Wi-Fi network. Quilava, I think you're an A tier Pokemon. Jimmy's Typhlosion is S tier. My Typhlosions always seem to be A tier. Enough said. For Alligator, you've got the look of madness in your eyes, and I'm scared to put you anywhere other than A tier. I will put you no lower. Sentret, he's a cutie. He's not great, but he's a cutie. Furret, I love. Furret, you're going in the S tier. Hoot Hoot. I don't know. This one, you guys may or may not feel differently about this. I don't like Hoot Hoot. I think Hoot Hoot's going to go in the D tier. Noctowl, I think he's pretty cool. I always think you're psychic type, but you're not, so you're going to go in the C tier. Because I respect you, but I almost never use one. If I can help it. Now, these four right here. Ladybug, you're going in the B tier. Ladian, a.k.a. Violet, up you go. Right next to William, where you belong. Spinarak, I really like. You're not an S tier Pokemon, let's be real. You're probably a B tier Pokemon, but I think you're really cool. Ariados, same exact tier as Spinarak. I think they're very cool. Oh yeah. He did a very good job marketing himself, that's for sure. Crobat, S tier Pokemon. Get on up there, King. Let's go. Chinchou, I think he's funny. He's a cool Pokemon. Lantern, same deal. It's a cool Pokemon. I like the design. I really like the typings. They got a lot of weaknesses, but you know what? They don't let it hold them back. Pontiki, get up there. It's a cutie. Dude, DB York, I think Crobat is great. All right, here's two the ones where like sorry I'm not sorry. I don't know what these are. You're gonna go down here, just like that. It's been done. Soul Link. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think I've ever used this thing. Togetic. I like it, but I've never used it. You have to go in the C tier. I don't have any. I have no nostalgia attachment to a Togetic. I've never used one. Now Togekiss, when we find it, very good. All right, Natu. Not a huge fan. You're gonna go in the D tier. Xatu says, I like the design of these two, Natu and Xatu. For whatever reason, they just don't do it for me. I don't ever use them. I respect Xatu's psychic powers and its speed, so it's going up here. Marie, I love you, buddy. You go in the A tier. Flaffy, you're going in the D tier. You should have stayed a fluffy sheep. Ampharos, you're half a giraffe. I respect you. I like you. You sit in the C tier. I can't put you any higher. This is a shampoo commercial. I'll put you in the E tier. You're a dragon, and why, I will never know. But my love for Mareep and Ampharos will pull you out of the dregs of F tier. Bellossom, you gotta go in the C tier. I've never used one, so I don't have that attachment to it. But I respect what you do. You do teeter dance in later generations, and you confuse the whole field. That's power that I don't want to be on the wrong side of. Meryl, I'm gonna put you right next to Pikachu. Azumarill, I've seen Joel do some scary things with you. I've never used one, but you get huge power. So that's something. You're going to go in the C tier. There's going to be a lot of Pokemon in C tier. Sudowoodo, I think you're a cool Pokemon. I think it's funny that he dances when you hit him with a squirt bottle. Politoed, I love this guy. He's got one curly hair. It's great. We're here for it. I'm gonna be real. Hop, skip, and jump. Going in the E tier. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Aipom, A tier. You're gonna go above Electabuzz in A tier. And we're gonna go do something like this. I won't be too pedantic swirling them around within those ranks. Sunkern, E tier Pokemon. Sunflora, I put you in the respect tier. I've used this guy a lot. Yeah, I'm the one. I gotta be honest. They gotta go somewhere. Devin, welcome. Hello. Oh man, dude, we're what? 40 minutes in. We're most of the way through Gen 2. Yanma, Evinrude, you can go in the B tier. I respect you. Listen, I will not ever have to defend this. This is my favorite Pokemon. It's the best Pokemon. It's the best Pokemon of all time. He can hydrate Nipsey's dry skin. And he's a cutie. And he's a powerhouse. Exactly. He's in the E tier being waterboarded for all time, DB York. We just gotta put a Phoebe over here with water. Quagsire. Out of respect for Wooper, I put you in the A tier. I don't like evolving my Woopers. Espeon. Where did I put Flareon? Because I think you're an A tier Pokemon. I'm not a huge fan of Espeon, but I have used them. They're kind of cool. I'm not a huge Umbreon stan, but I will put you in the A tier. I like most of the Eevee dogs. I'm not big on Flareon, but you are an Eevee dog, so you will go in C tier. You will go no lower. Murkrow, Monty, Montgomery. Monty is the reason that this Pokemon is in S tier. And out of respect for Joel as well. Yeah, Devin, I'm afraid to scroll down any further because this is the end of Gen 2, and then there's 6 more. So I don't want to go any lower. Slowking, I don't like it. Mischievous, S tier. Unknown, yeah, Joel, you're exactly right. You're just gonna hear scroll wheel noises, or I could zoom out. Unknown. Why am I this high up on the list? You should be in every tier. Let's be real. Wobbuffet, D tier. Oh, I am the one. This is completely arbitrary. This is based on nothing. It's based on how I feel in the moment when I see the Pokemon. It's subject to change at any time for any reason. Girafarig, I like you. Get in the A tier. Let's do a quick zoom out here. Oh no. Pineco, I hate you. You know explosion and self-destruct. Fortress, you know those things and spikes, so you go in E. Dunsparce, I like Dunsparce as a Pokemon. Gligar, however you say your name. Get in the D tier, you die to any ice move. Mega Steelix, I don't like you. Normal Steelix, I kind of like you. But I like you less than Onyx. Bark. Out of respect for Bark, you go in the B tier. Granbull, I don't really like you. Klaus. Klaus is a strong B tier Pokemon. You're found from swarms, and I never give people my number in Gold and Silver, so you're trapped forever. I think this is a bad Pokemon, and you are quad weak to fire. I will put you right next to Scyther because I have no opinion on this Pokemon. Shuckle. If y'all don't respect Shuckle, get with the times. Mega Heracross. Where'd I put Mega Pinsir? You can go there. it's a weird design. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you're going there. Heracross the first, getting the A tier. I like that Pokemon. Sneasel. Sneasel's a solid B tier Pokemon. I'm gonna put you in the B tier. If I was to organize these, he would be in the top row of B tier, but I'm not gonna organize them because this is gonna take long enough. Teddy's. I think Teddy's a cute Pokemon, and I think it has potential. DJ Ice Prince. I could not agree more, my friend. Quillfish deserves an Evo. It's a bit late for it. It would be weird if it came out in like Gen 9, but I'm here for it. He's been waiting 7 gens for an Evo. Give this man an evolution. Ursaring, I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm gonna put you in the A tier because he's got the stance down. He's ready. All right, Slurgma. I'm not a huge fan. Magcargo, you're a little bit cooler. Nubster, Jelly, Sylvester. I don't remember any of the others. I'm sorry, but you go in the S tier. I don't know what to do with this Pokemon. I'm conflicted. You go in the C tier. Corsola. Corsola, you go firmly in the D tier for literally no reason. I don't think I've ever used one of you. You hold up an entire island in one of the Pokemon games, and for that you have my respect and admiration. I don't know what this is. Remoraid, I'm going to put you in the E tier. I'm never really happy to see you. I'm sorry. You're a cool Pokemon design. You get the bifurcated tail. I respect that, but I don't really know what to do with you. Octillery would be higher, if not for my real-life fear of octopi and squids. You go in the C tier. Delibird, you're a meme. You go in the B tier. Mantine. I like Mantine. You go in the B tier as well. Skarmory. I really like Skarmory. So up you go. Houndour. Houndour I'm going to put squarely in the B tier. Growing up, I always played gold version, so I never had one of these. I really like the design. Oh, Devin, I'm sorry. I'm being genuine. If I was not genuinely afraid of octopi and squids, he'd be higher up. I like using him in D&D. I think he's a very well-designed Pokemon from like a moveset standpoint. I think he's cool. But I'm afraid of octopi and squids, so I can't use him. I can't use him if I can literally see him. I can't do it. Yeah, Magician. I have like a horrible fear of deep sea creatures, but specifically things with tentacles, like an octopus or a squid. And I'm no. Mega Houndoom. I'll put you in the C tier. I'll put you right next to these guys. I like the design a lot. I think it's a little over designed. But sometimes there's a reason for that. I'll put Houndoom in the A tier. I've never used one, but I think they're really cool. I have Capitophobia. Sure, I'll allow it. I'll start telling people that after I Google it real quick to make sure I say it right. Kingdra. Where'd I put the other guys? You can go right there. I have no attachment to this Pokemon one way or another. Phanpy. I think he's an absolute cutie. Phanpy for president. Get him in there. Donphan. B tier. B tier. Porygon the second. Somebody took a Dremel to the hard, sharp edges. You know what? Looking at these two together, Porygon is better than you. You go up there. Stantler. Shout out to the Soul Link. I hate this Pokemon now. Stomp does too much damage. I think it's a cool Pokemon. But this is 100% personal bias is kicking in. Smeargle. You're a cool Pokemon, but you're not very good. But you could be really good because you know Sketch. So you go in the B tier. BB. Get in the A tier. I've grown to love this little guy. Hitmontop. Where is Hitmonchan? You go next to Hitmonchan. I feel the same about you as I do Hitmonchan because if I have a Tyrogue, I'm going 100%. I'm trying to get a Hitmonlee. It's just the way it is. We don't talk about this Pokemon. Elekid, go on the S tier, please. I love your plug head design. Magby, Mortar is gonna push you into the A tier, but it's close. Prior to Mortar and literally only talking about Mortar, I think Magby is a fine Pokemon. Otherwise, it's the head ball thing. I don't know. No disrespect to Mortar. That's why you're in the A tier. But I gotta be real. I'm not a huge fan of that line. But that's a personal problem. And I cannot and will not try to explain it. Miltank. Whitney's Miltank is S tier. Every other Miltank I'm gonna put squarely in the C tier. D-Swag, that's exactly why we're doing this. Is to get everybody going. Rile them up. Blissey, where's Chansey? This is gonna get real messy very quickly. Where'd I put you? You go right here. I have no attachment to this Pokemon in one way or another. But you have the highest HP stat of all time. Raikou, you are my second favorite of the dogs. You will go here. For now. Entei is my favorite of the dogs. You will go there. Suicune. This might upset some people. You're going in the A tier. I think you're cool, but as a kid, I never played long enough to get to where you can have Suicune, and these two you could find in the wild. So I got this one, and I thought Entei was really cool. I used Entei to get Raikou. I never got Suicune, so I have no attachment to this Pokemon. I respect its powers and abilities, and I enjoy its usage in other contexts. I'll keep spoilers to a minimum. Larvitar. You're the potential Pokemon. This is Metapod, but he turned the other way. I'm sorry, I don't like you. I love this Pokemon. Tyranitar is very cool. I don't know what this is. The Megas are a little over designed. Oh, Golden Wind. It's okay. You've only missed the first 2 gens. It's okay. You've only missed the first hour of arbitrary rankings. Lugia. Lugia is a cool Pokemon. I will put you in the A tier with Suicune. Ho-Oh, you're a fine Pokemon. I have nothing bad to say about you, and therefore I won't put you below A. Celebi, I have no attachment to the celery stick. I'm going to put you in C tier. You're just a green onion. Alright. Gen 3. Not the first Pokemon game I played, but the first Pokemon game that I remember playing all the way through. I remember playing Gold and Silver. I have no specific memories of Gold and Silver until Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I remember playing Sapphire. In Sapphire, I took Mudkip. Nowadays, I probably would take Trico. I'm going to put Trico in the A tier. I'm going to put Grovyle. I think this guy's really cool. I hate that. You can go over here, please. Most of the Megas, I'm sorry, anybody who really likes them, I don't think any of the Megas are going to go above C tier. Except maybe Mega Kangaskhan, because it's just Kangaskhan with the baby. Sceptile, I don't like the orbs on your back. Maybe I'm noticing a trend. Things that have orbs in the design, I'm not a huge fan. I'm going to put you in the C tier because you're still a good Pokemon, and it's personal bias that's keeping you down there, and I apologize. Torchic, you had so much potential. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people, especially in this community, really like this line. I really don't. I was okay with what's Combuskin? I was okay with Combuskin, and then I have grabbed the wrong Pokemon. Blaziken. I think I just have Blaziken poisoning. I've seen him everywhere for so long. I'm tired of seeing him. Mega Blaziken. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. You got like fire fins and stuff. You're gonna go down here. Mudkip. Up you go. I don't like this thing. I'm gonna be real. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep you down here. The eyes. It's the eyes. The eyes creep me out. I don't know what this is, but he looks like he could bench press a continent, so I'll put him there. Swampert, I'm actually okay with, because again, he was my first playthrough starter. So you're gonna go up here. But this thing, when Mudkip stood up, I said I picked the wrong Pokemon. And then he sat back down, and I said, never mind, this is fine. Poochyena. Looks like Grover. You're going up here. I'll put you... This is arbitrary. You're going to go right in front of Blastoise. For no particular reason, he's just upper S tier. I really like that guy. Mightyena. Weird. Weird opinion. Doesn't look like Grover anymore. You're dropped back down to A tier, but I respect your roots. Galarian Zigzagoon. I think he's pretty cool. Normal Zigzagoon. Exactly the same opinion. I think these Pokemon are fine. I quite like them. They have pickup. I like Pokemon with pickup. This thing, for whatever reason, is like definitely climbing the ranks. You're way up there in the S tier. I think that's really cool. Shout out to Felicity. You're going up there as well. Wurmple, one of my first shinies, if not my first shiny Pokemon, was a Wurmple. I have a lot of positive memories with Wurmple. The problem is the split Evo. I hate these because you have no way to influence them. For no other reason than that. If I could pick which one I was getting, or somehow if it was tied to their stats, they would be higher up. Because I really like Beautifly's design. And I had a shiny Dustox. But I can't... The fact that I can't choose is annoying to me. I wish that I could influence or choose. Lotad, recently, I've come to really like. Lombre, I think, is a funny Pokemon. Ludicolo, I respect you, but I don't like you. Every time if I'm up against one, I know it's going to be an annoying fight. Dude, I have no strong opinions of. I'm gonna put you in the Natu tier. I never played Ruby. To this day, I have never played Ruby. I've never used a C-Dot. Nuzleaf, you get the respect of being on the original Nuzlocke run. You're the origin of the name. You get some respect points there. Shiftry, I have no strong opinions of, but in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you're kind of a jerk, so you have to stay here. Tailo, I think is a cool Pokemon. Swellow, same deal. I think you're a cool Pokemon. You're just a bigger version of that one, so you have to be the same Pokemon. You go next to each other. Wingull. I have no strong opinions on Wingull or Pelipper. They're going to sit right here. Not out of disrespect, but out of a lack of opinion. Ralts, I don't like. Kirlia, same deal. Gardevoir, you've been a bit ruined by the internet. But I used to really like you, and then it got weird. So you're going in the C tier. Mega Gardevoir. You're gonna go with the rest of them in the E tier. Actually, I'll put you in the D tier. You're fancy. Surskit. Prior to Ben showing me that out of context Pokemon gif where Surskit enters the field and goes, ah. I would never have had an opinion on this Pokemon, but I thought that was funny. I'm gonna put you in the D tier. Masquerain, I've never used you. You're gonna go in the C tier. Shroomish is a fine Pokemon. Breloom, I like. I used the Breloom. I think Breloom is pretty cool. Slakoth is a cutie. You go in the A tier. You're a bad Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Don't let this go to your head. You're not a good Pokemon, but you're a cutie. Vigoroth, I thought was really, really cool. And then I realized that Slacking is a powerhouse that only hits every other turn, and I had no respect for that. So you go to C tier. You go to C tier. Nincada, Magician. I'm going to be real. Your design of Nincada made me like Nincada. There you go. Ninjask. Same deal. A tier. Shedinja. I don't understand you. You have to have an empty spot in your party when it evolves. It has 1 HP. And as a child, I didn't understand the ability. You're going to the E tier. For no reason. But it's been done. Wishmer. I will never say your name correctly. You're going to go in the D tier. But it gets better. Loudred. You can be in the C tier. Exploud. You go in the B tier. You can learn Hyper Voice and shout over substitutes. So you can go up there. You're a strong normal type. You look like you could eat any other Pokemon in this tier except maybe Steelix. Makuhita. I don't know what to do with this Pokemon. I genuinely do not know what to do with that. Hariyama. I don't know what to do with this Pokemon. I have no attachments to them. I never used them because I thought they were kind of goofy. Azurill just looks so sad. I'm hoping that a B tier ranking will put a smile on that little face. But I can't put you any higher. I don't know what you do. Nosepass. I don't like. Skitty. I have nothing bad to say about Skitty. Normalized Delcatty could paralyze ground types for a little bit. So you go up there. Sableye was in Sapphire, and I thought it was really cool, and for a while had no weakness. You go in the A tier. Mega Sableye. You found a big ruby. I respect your treasure hunting ways. You can go slightly above in the D tier for no reason. Mega Mawile, I'm going to put you in the E tier. I don't think you needed to change. I think you were cool as you were. Again, never really used one at the time, but I had one in X and Y, and I thought it was a really fun Pokemon. Aaron is an A tier Pokemon. Laren, S tier Pokemon. You go right next to Rhyhorn because you're the natural progression of evolution. They made you, and they made you stronger. We're going to take Mega Aggron and put you down here. Aggron, you're going to go next to Aaron. I like your middle stage. I'm not a huge fan of the later stage. Meditite. I have one in Pokemon Go. It's shiny. I named it Reditite. So you're going to go in the C tier. Mega Metacham. I have no strong opinions. You can go in the E tier. Metacham. You're going right next to Meditite. I don't know what to do with you. Electrike doesn't learn a good electric attack move for like a little bit too long. I'm going to put you in the C tier. Manectric, I have used one competitively. You can go in the B tier. I hate this thing. Hello, Evan. Plusle and Minun. Devin and I have talked about this many times. It's the power couple. Up they go. They're absolute cuties. They're my favorite of the Pikachu clones. I love them both. We make the joke a lot, but I'm waiting for Multiplon and Divider. I'm waiting for it. Give me those Evos. That's a trade Evo I could get behind. If you traded a Plusle and a Minun and they evolved into Multiplon and Dividor, I'm for it. Volbeat and Illumise. I have nothing good or bad to say about you. I'm going to put you in the D tier and we're going to move on. Rosalia. You're kind of in the same deal, but I've used a Roserade, so you can chill in C tier. Clarice, S tier Pokemon. all the way through. All the way to the top, these two. I got a shiny one in Sapphire. I named it Clarice. It was a good Pokemon. I miss Clarice. Carvana, you're a car buying website. You go in the D tier. I don't know what this is. Sharpedo, I think is cool. His name could use a little bit of tweaking, but you go up there. Wailmer, you're perfectly fine Pokemon. Wailord, you're so large that you bloat out of C tier and into B tier. I'm gonna be real right now. I have never seen this thing in my life. You're going down here. Numel. I got nothing bad to say about Numel. Camerupt, same deal. Perfectly fine. You're very weak to water, but that's not your fault. That's your designer's fault. Torkoal, I think you're pretty cool. You can go in the A tier. Spoink. Tragic Pokedex entry. You have to hop or you die. You've been cursed by some sort of warlock. I'm so sorry. You can go in the C tier as consolation. Grumpig, I'm so happy you broke your curse. You hopped long enough to live. There you go. Spinda, here's why. They could have put a lot more Pokemon in any game that Spinda is in if they didn't put Spinda in that game. I don't need every Spinda to be completely unique. I don't need that. That it was a thing no one asked for, and it was given to us anyway. Trapinch, I have no strong opinions. Vibrava, I think is pretty cool. Flygon, dude, be a dragon. Be a dragon. Go forth. Cacnea, I don't like. You're going to go in the D tier. Cacturn, I had a shiny one in X and Y. You can go in the B tier for that. Swablu is a cute Pokemon. Go in the B tier. Altaria, I have dropped you somewhere. You're in the C tier. That's incorrect. You go with your baby form. The Mega Altaria, I don't know what to do with this. Zangoose and Seviper have some of the coolest lore implications of all time. You guys sit squarely in the S tier. I love the rivalry. I love that you have immunity because you hunt Sevipers. And you have cuts and bruises all over you because this guy's been cutting you up. That's sick. Hey, I'm the one. Good luck baking. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to put these guys. I don't like either of them. I'm sorry. I apologize if you like these guys. It's nothing personnel. I'm just not a huge fan of them. I think they're not good Pokemon, and they're weirdly designed. Hello, the Wookiee. Yeah, Magician, you're exactly right. I cannot remember the guy's name, but yes, there is a professor that should have used Plusle and Minun, but I was still doing Gen 1 and Gen 2 at the time. So, alas, he did not. Barboach, you can be in the D tier. Whiscash, he's set to W for Wombo. You can go in the A tier. I have nothing bad to say about Whiscash other than it's not particularly competitive, but I think it's cool nonetheless, and I don't really care anymore. I just like making the Pokemon that I think are cool. Corphish, I got nothing bad to say about you, but you're just two Trapinch glued to the side of a Metapod, as are all Pokemon. Groudon, same deal. I got nothing good, nothing bad to say about you. You can just sit here. Dreidel, I got nothing bad to say about you. I don't like this thing. I don't know what to do. We don't talk about this Pokemon. Anorith, you're fine. Or Maldo is a cool guy. I quite like that. Phoebus, up you go, my queen. You sit next to Magikarp in the S tier. Milotic, same deal. Yes, my queen. In you go. I have a shiny 6 IV melodic in Y version that I got after 30 eggs. It was a complete fluke. I have nothing bad to say about Galadriel. Up she goes. Cast form? Let's be real. You had so much potential that I have to put you in the C tier. I really liked you as a child, and then I realized you were not a good Pokemon. Kecleon, I don't think I've ever caught and used. I may have caught the ones that they make you fight, but I don't think I've ever used you. You're going to sit here. You have Protean. I respect you for that, but you sit there. Shuppet. I think Shuppet's a cool Pokemon. I'll put you right next to Ghastly. I don't like this thing. It's a zipper jester, but because it makes me uncomfortable and it's a ghost, it's done its job, so you can go in the E tier. Banette. I'm going to put you next to Gengar. I feel the same about these two lines of Pokemon. I think they're perfectly okay, but there's not a Haunter. Duskull, I like. You're going to go in the B tier. Dusclops, you're going in the S tier. D'Artagnan will live on. Magician, we better get a Sandstorm cast form. It's so easy to say. Tropius, however you want to say it. I think this is a cool Pokemon. It has bananas and it gives bananas to children. I respect that. Chimico, for no reason. I think you're an A tier Pokemon. I think you're really cool, but I will never use one because of Chingling. Chingling makes breeding one of you a nightmare. So there we go. This is just Evanescence. You go in the E tier. Absol, you go in the A tier. I think Absol's really cool. I like the lore implications. Again, basing that off nothing because I haven't cared about the lore for most of these Pokemon. Why not put you in the D tier? Snorunt. I have nothing to say about you other than I always think you're from Gen 4, so you can go there. Glalie with a beard is fine. I think Glalie is an E tier Pokemon, but Glalie with a beard is hilarious. So they're going to go right next to each other. Spheal. Same deal. I always think you're from Gen 4. It's a cute Pokemon. You can ride out the entire line in the C tier. Clamperl. I don't know what to do with you. You're an F tier Pokemon. I'm sorry. You get them too late in the game. The evolutions are too hard to suss out for a child. It's just bizarre. Huntail. I have nothing bad to say. Gorbis, or the one that I got in Sapphire was a boy, so I named it Guybus. I have nothing bad to say about you. You can go in C tier. Relicanth. I got a shiny one of these in X and Y. You can go in the B tier because your shiny is cool. Love Disc. The fact that you don't evolve into wherever it is, Alomomola, somewhere down here, is a crime. And the fact that I have to chain fish for heart scales, you're going on the F tier. I have no positive memories of this Pokemon. Bagon. Bagon Targaryen. Getting the A tier. Shelgon. For lore implications, I'm going to put you in the B tier. Because I think it's really inspirational that he just kept throwing himself off a cliff until he got wings. We're going to talk about that Mega in a second. I'm going to put Salamence in the A tier. I have nothing bad to say about Salamence other than you're really hard to get in a natural playthrough. I think this is a just very weird design. I was going to say garbage, but I don't necessarily mean that. You can go just above Bearded Glalie. I don't understand why they did this to you. You were perfectly fine as you were. Beldum is a weird Pokemon. You're an elbow made of steel. You can go in the D tier. Metang. I'm okay with. Metagross, I think is a weird Pokemon, but it's so good that I can't overlook it. I have to put it in A tier. Mega Metagross, I don't like it. I don't understand the lore reasons. Why can you fly? The Reggies are going to sit squarely in the E tier. I have nothing positive or negative to say about them, but they're just weird to me, so we're not going to use them. I don't know which one you are. You're going in here. The fact that I can't tell you apart tells me there's nothing cool about you. Latios, for no reason at all, I think you're a B tier Pokemon. Latios, for no reason at all, I think you're B tier, but you're slightly less cool. I liked this one more as a kid. Now I don't like either of them. But out of respect for my child self, I'll put you both in B tier. Kyogre, as I said before, I played Sapphire. You can go in B tier. Groudon, you lose every fight with Kyogre because you're just ground type and you're standing on one block of land in a world of ocean. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10. You're going in the C tier. I respect what you're doing. You're a cover legendary. I won't put you lower. That ruling will not hold up for later gens, I don't think. But we'll see. Rayquaza, I have no opinion on this Pokemon. I think I see too much of it. I think it's overhyped. This is just Shenron. I'm going to put you in the F tier. Jirachi, I've never had one. I have nothing to say about you. You go in the C tier because I don't know what to do with you. Deoxys, I don't know how you guys feel about this thing. This is probably my least favorite legendary. I don't know what to do with it. It's like a DNA helix that can go in space. I don't like it. There's no other reason than I'm not sure why, but I hate it. So we're gonna put him in here. Turtwig, I got nothing bad to say about you. You're not an S tier Pokemon. I'm gonna put you in the B tier. I don't think he really belongs there. He should probably be in the A tier, but I have nothing to really say about you. This guy, you go in the C tier. Torterra, the implications are very cool. You can sit squarely in the A tier with your friends. We're going to zoom it out a little bit more. This is going to get real hard to see real quick. Chimchar, if your name was Chimchar, you would go higher up. I'm going to put you in B with the Turtwig. This is going to be the gen, along with Black and White, that I know the least about because I never finished them, which is why I'm actually excited for the Diamond and Pearl remake. I know that's a weird opinion to have right now, but I am excited for them. I really like this guy. He gives me strong Monkey King vibes. However, this one goes too far in the Monkey King vibes. I don't like this. I like Monferno. Monferno looks like he would still be fun. This guy looks like he's the hall monitor, but he's like a student at the school, and he's just kind of like a dweeb, and he's just making fun of you. Piplup is a cutie. You go in the B tier. Emperor, Prinplup, you go in the C tier. I have very middling opinions on most of the Gen 4 starters. I'm not a huge fan of any of their final tiers other than Torterra, but I don't like taking Turtwig. And I say that because I played it twice. So, I don't know. Starly is a cute Pokemon. You go in the C tier. Staravia, I'm not sure what to do with you. Staraptor, one of the best designed bird Pokemon. It's really cool. Yeah, D-Swag, I have found a disproportionate amount of shinies compared to the games that I have finished. You are exactly correct. I had some strong shiny luck as a child. I've used all of it up. With one exception, I did get a Sandile the other day in Sword, and I put that in the Discord. I'm very excited to unveil him. Bidoof, I don't understand the hate or the memes. I think you're a perfectly fine Pokemon. You're a beaver. Babarrel, I got nothing bad to say about you, but you don't go any higher than that. Kricketot, same deal. But everybody always forgets Kricketot. They sleep on Kricketot. I don't know what I've done to the overlay here. Kricketune, whoop, in you go. Almost called you Lynx? No, Shinx. Shinx, I got nothing bad. You go here. This guy is awkward teen phase. I'm sorry. You go in the E tier. But your boy Luxray, I just made one of those for Sword as well. You go in the S tier. I think that's a really cool Pokemon. Budew, I have nothing to say about you. You're difficult to get. You have to get an incense to get this. I'm gonna put you I'm gonna put you by Love I'm sorry. You're between Clamperl and Love in terms of Pokemon that I forget exist. And that's not your fault. It's really not. I never get one. Roserade. This is gonna be weird after what I just said. I've used a Roserade before. I thought it was cool. It's got a cool shiny as well. I've never had one, but it's cool. I don't know what to say about you. You go in the C tier. This thing has got a hunchback. It could have been really cool if they had kept it kind of in this stance, but his head like drops down. He looks like a guy who's played football for a few too many years. I'm gonna put you in the C tier. This guy's a cute Pokemon. I don't know what to do with this. You go in the D tier. Every time I fight this in like the battle tower, it's another one where you just know the fight's gonna take 100 hours, and it's gonna just have rest and iron defense. All of these, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what this is. We're filling that up pretty quick. Motham, I think that's your name. Motham City. You can go in D tier. Combee, great Pokemon. Vespiquen, you can go in the C tier. I got nothing bad to say about you. But Combee is cool. Pachirisu, you can survive a Draco Meteor with little more than a berry. I like this Pikachu clone. I think it's very cute. I'm excited to use one in Diamond and Pearl Remix. Buizel. You're an A tier Pokemon. I think you're really cool. I like your design. Floatzel. You're the same Pokemon in my head. So you can go right next to your predecessor. This thing. You're going with all these worms. You go with all the worms. Scared Cherim. You go here. Open Cherim. In Pokemon Go, in Arizona and California, these things are everywhere. So I'm kind of sick of looking at them, but I'm going to put you in the C tier because Ben named his Sunburn, and I thought that was hilarious. So there you go. Arbitrary. Blue Shellos, I like. Pink Shellos, I have no opinion on. Blue Gastrodon, I like. Pink Gastrodon, I have no opinion on. There you go. Ambipom, I don't know. You have swollen fingers. It's creepy. Drifloon, you steal children. That's an E tier Pokemon. Drifblim, same deal. You steal children. Buneary, I have nothing bad to say. I think you're a fine Pokemon. You can go in the C tier. Lopunny, I actually think is pretty cool. I'm using one in Sword right now. I'm experimenting with some move sets. Mega Lopunny, I got nothing bad to say. You can go in the D tier with the other Megas. Mismagius, you're not as cool as Misdreavus, but I like that Misdreavus at least got some love. Quillfish deserves that as well. You can go in the B tier. Honchkrow, gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm okay with this Pokemon. It is simply another Skitty. It's Palette Swap Skitty from the Dark Timeline. So you can go right next to Skitty. I don't like this. This is going away. Chingling, you're a cute Pokemon. I cannot in good conscience put you higher than C because you ruined Chimico. You made him harder to breed. So you got to get out of here. Well, well, well. Oopsie whoopsie. There we go. Had to get rid of that robot real quick. There we are. Alright. Stunky, Stinky, Stanky. I like this Pokemon. We made one of these back in the Professor's Lab days. I was actually pretty excited to use one. Skuntank. You know, I got nothing bad to say. You can sit right next to you. This dinner plate, I don't like. Bronzong, I just made one. You can go in the C tier. I respect Bronzong. I don't like Bronzong, but I'm using one, and I gotta say, when you give it the light screen reflect with a light clay, it's a powerhouse. Bonsley, cute Pokemon. In Super Smash Bros., you can smack people with it from afar, and I respect that. Mimelet. Mimelet, I'm going to put you one tier below Mr. Mime, which means I have to find Mr. Mime again. He's got to be close. There he is. You go in the E tier. You look like a cupcake. That's not your fault. Happy Knee, we're just going to put you with the others. I have no opinion on this line, but I respect it for having the highest HP in the game. Chatot, S tier Pokemon. In the games, not a fan. I don't think it's very good. Carlia's Chatot made me like Chatot. Spiritomb has 108 spirits. Gibble. Gibble, I got nothing bad to say about you, buddy. Why don't you go up with Weasel and Bonsley? Awkward teen phase, you go with Bronzor. The mega of this is kind of cool. I'm okay with it. It's one of the more okay megas. Garchomp, I got nothing bad to say about you. Why don't you go up here with Gibble? Munchlax, I have nothing positive or negative to say about you. But you could be caught with leftovers. So you can go in the C tier. Riolu, I'm going to put you in the B tier. D-Swag, stay with me. Lucario, I think is an S tier Pokemon. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem with Lucario. The same issue is with Blaziken. If I continue to see Lucario everywhere, he'll probably drop down. But it hasn't been as many years as I've been seeing Blaziken. But he's also versatile. He can be a mixed attacker. I run a special attacking Lucario set, and I think it's a lot of fun. So he can go in the S tier. But he gets a star. There's an asterisk next to this. If I keep seeing him everywhere, he's going to go into the A tier. And then we all know how the mighty fall. I thought the chicken was pretty cool when I was a kid. And now, now look at him. He's got ribbons coming out of his face. Mega Lucario, though, it's got an incredible power surge. Yeah, that's why Riolu is lower down. Any Pokemon where the baby form makes breeding the adult form obnoxious, like you gotta get the baby to like you, and then it has to evolve, and then you gotta go get it to like level 40, and then you're wasting like 15 extra hours just to breed one Lucario. That Riolu is gonna get shut down. That's more obnoxious to me than a trade Evo. Hippol, aka Hippopotas. I got nothing to say about you. I've never used you. Hippowdon, you're pretty cool, but I've never used you. You're gonna go in the C tier. I would like to use one in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but we'll see. I'd have to find one first. Skorupi is a fine Pokemon. I will put you squarely in the B tier. I don't like this thing. It looks like an accordion. Looks like you could play him. And he's just worse Scolipede, and I don't like Scolipede. Krogunk, I actually think is really cool. The Pokemon Go event where he has a backwards hat is awesome, and if I could have that in the games, he would be an S tier Pokemon. Krogunk, you're going to go right next to whatever. I cannot remember these names anymore. There's too many. Toxicroak, there you go. Holy cow. Hot Greg. I don't like this Pokemon. That's why I made him weird. I have no memory of this place. I'm going to put you You know what? I'm gonna start putting these in the D tier because I have literally never seen this Pokemon used. Baby Mantine. Why don't you go there? You can go in the C tier. I got nothing bad to say about you. Snover. I wanted one so badly in Shield. I could not get one in Shield. You go in the D tier. Abomasnow. You go right next to Snover. I've never used you. I tried, and you would not get caught. Mega Abomasnow is an abomination, so you go down here. Weavile, I think, is less cool than Sneasel. I think he got over-designed, and I'm going to say that about a lot of the later gen Evos. So I'm going to put you in B tier. I respect your power and your speed and your critical hit ratio, but otherwise, no. Magnezone. Listen, I know I put the magnets up here, right? They're up. They're in the B tier. They're in the A tier. We got to give the opposition equal time. I think this is an E tier Pokemon. I got to be honest, I kind of hate it. Licky, same deal. I kind of hate this thing. Rhyperior, I'm sorry. Tangrowth, Electivire, you're okay. You're all right. Magmortar, I have to respect. You can go up here in the D tier. These are Pokemon I have no exposure to, so I don't have any nostalgia lifting them up. Tangrowth is strange to me. I have used a Rhydon for a long time. When they released Rhyperior, I just gave Rhydon Eviolite and he got better. So you know what? Because you make Rhydon better, you can go in D tier. Togekiss. Prior to about 2 weeks ago, I had never used or seen this Pokemon. He's swiftly climbing. He's in B tier right now. He'll probably go higher up. Yanmega. I got nothing positive or negative to say about you. I'm gonna make it fair. I'm gonna put you with the rest. I've never used. No, I did use one. I used one in Y. But you know what? Because I forgot that, it means you're not as memorable. You're gonna go down here. You have Speed Boost, which makes you good, but I got nothing to say. All right, an Evolution. We used it in the Shield playthrough. That's gonna bump you squarely in the A tier. Glaceon. I got respect for a Glaceon, but I'm going to put you right next to Flareon. These two I've never used. You're too difficult to get in prior games. If I have to take an Eevee to a specific space, I'm going to be honest, it's getting whatever stone I find first. So I got nothing positive or negative to say about either of these two Pokemon. If I find a Firestone and I get an Eevee, I'm getting a Flareon. If I happen to be near Icy Rock and I could get an Eevee out of the box, I might get a Glaceon, but it's never happened before. Moving on. Gliscor, you look like Batman. I got nothing positive or negative to say about you. I'm going to put you one tier above Gligar, although now, you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to bump you up. Because you look like Batman, you can go up to the top. I think this design is pretty cool, so up it goes. Oh, Mikey. It's all right. Maybe in Diamond and Pearl I'll be able to get a Glaceon. The opportunity's never arisen, so I have nothing positive or negative to say about it. It goes in the C tier, reserved for Pokemon that I think could either be better or that I've never used. Mamoswine. I've seen too much of you. I don't dislike Mamoswine, but it's on every meta team, and therefore I'm bored of seeing it. I don't like this Pokemon. Gallade, I'm going to put you with the others, but you can learn False Swipe and Thunder Wave and Hypnosis, so you're the ideal catching machine, so you can go up there. This guy, you know what? This is going to be weird, given what I've said about Megas. I'm not going to put any of the Megas higher than D, I don't think. But you're going to go right here, other than Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom and the bugs are fine. We're not going to deal with that. We're going to move on. There's been 400 already. I don't remember who I just put down. We're gonna keep going. It's this guy. Gallade. He looks like a Shakespearean protagonist, and I'm okay with that. I hate this thing. I think it's bad. I think it's a bad Pokemon. I have nothing to say about Dusknoir other than the exact same thing I said about Rhyperior. It made Dusclops better, and therefore it can stay in the D tier. Frostless, why don't you go next to Glalie? I have the same opinion about you two as I do about Frostless. I don't care one way or another. Rotom, I've never been able to really use or get behind you. So I'm going to be honest. You're going to go in the D tier. I'm tired of seeing this thing. It was on every team forever. It's like Rotom Wash, Hydro Pump, Rest with a Chesto Berry. I get it. I've seen the loop. I don't like any of these three. I'm sorry. You asked me to pick them out in a lineup and you give me their names and 3 guesses, I'd get it wrong. One's Uxie, one's Azelf, and one's Mesprit. I don't know which one, but I don't like any of them. It's the same Pokemon with 3 different hats on. The embodiments of space-time, design-wise, I'm fine with. Why don't you go where the other covered legendaries are? I think that Dialga is cooler than Palkia, even though I played Pearl as a child. I only got to the 4th gym. Here's where it's gonna get dicey. Heatran, I don't like you. Regigigas, you are just another Reginald. You're gonna go with the other Reginalds where you belong. You go right here. And please keep the Reginalds together, please. Giratina, I have no attachment to this Pokemon. You go with Heatran. There's too many legendaries in this game, which makes me not like them. I have no idea what you are. You know what? Just go next to Rotom. I've seen you, but I don't remember you. You had a movie made after you. This is a baby version of that, which means you can breed a legendary, which is weird. You're going to go down here. Darkrai, I used one in Ragnarok. I will put you in the C tier. Shaman, I disrespect. I disrespect a Shaman. I don't know what this is. I think this is just another Shaman. But I don't know. Arceus, it feels weird to put you anywhere at all because you're like the literal god of Pokemon. But the fact that a 10-year-old could catch you, I disrespect. Victini is a bad Pokemon. No legendary should go before the starter. Alright, here we go. We're into black and white. I have little experience with black and white. Most of my experience with it was that 1 3-hour stream. So Snivy, whose name I genuinely thought was Smugleaf for a long time. I'm going to put you in the C tier. This thing, I don't like. I'm going to put you down here. I watched Joel do some great stuff with Serperior. I'm going to put you right next to Snivy. The pig. I actually really like this pig. This pig, I do not really like. Hey, Mikey. Thanks for swinging by. I told you, we're going to get some people a little heated with these, I think. People have some strong opinions on the Pokemon, and I'm doing this very arbitrarily. I don't like this Pokemon. This one, you can go one above. This design is weird. It's like Baby Hercules. Oshawott. Get up there, buddy. Oops. There you go. Duat? Absolutely. If I was to pick a top 10 out of here, Duat would give me pause for thought if he's not in there. But this thing, I hate it. I'm sorry. I don't like it at all. Patrat, I don't like you. Watchog, same deal. I'm not a huge fan of this thing. I think, Ben, you posted a thing in the Discord of like least favorite rat line. I think it's these guys. I'm sorry. Just because I don't have any nostalgia leading me back to them, I don't know what to do with them. Lillipup looks like my other dog. Looks like Rebecca Jean. You go in the S tier. Ooh, so if Decidueye, Cloudster, Garchomp, Volcarona, Toxtricity, Aegislash, or Como are not in the S to B, D-Swag, we'll see. We'll see. Because looking at this list, I got a long way to go. I have no idea where my temperament will be by the time we get there. Herdier, I'm fine with. This is a fine Pokemon. Stoutland, same deal. I think you got too much beard going on, but I got nothing bad to say about you. This thing, in this picture, no problem. When it stands, F. Alright? Keep it. I'll do it. But, right now, D tier. Because sometimes you stand. If you didn't stand, if you sat like a cat the whole time, you'd be up here. I like Liepard. I'm going to put Liepard right next to Persian, because this is Dark Timeline Persian. This is Persian if it turned the other way and got painted purple. The monkeys, I'm sorry if you like them. The water ones I don't like. I had a shiny one of this. I named him Tang. I talked about it in the one black and white stream. I'm gonna put you here because of that. But the monkeys, I gotta be honest. I disrespect the game for giving you a Pokemon that will help you beat the gym. You've made your choice when you picked your starter. I'm okay with this one though. But I hate this. I don't know what's going on here. These guys, I'm sorry. You go with the monkeys. I've never been a huge fan of them. They just confuse and irritate me. For no reason. They're a little bit odd. So, I'm sorry, but you're going to go there. P-Dove, S-tier Pokemon. I love him. However, this one, A-tier Pokemon. Cool design. Probably not the best. These things, I have no attachment to. You're going to go in the C tier because I respect your baby forms. But I disrespect them. They're very strange to me. Blitzel, I think, is a cool Pokemon. You can go right next to Starly. Zebstrika, I think you're slightly less cool, but no lower than A tier. Roggenrola, I gotta be honest, I'm sorry. I don't like this line. Gigalith, I used for a while. I'm not a huge fan of, but you know what? No, I'm sorry. You're all where you belong. I'm sorry. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Woobat and Swoobat. I respect these guys for trying to remake Zubat and not use Zubat again, but this is just Zubat, so you're gonna go here. The Heart Nose is okay. You know what? You can go there. You're all right. This guy, Drillbur. You're an A tier Pokemon. Excadrill, I got nothing but love for you, buddy. I think you're really cool. You can go in the S tier. I don't know what this is. I think it's a Mega. You go with the Megas. If I could rate this list without Megas, I would do it. Adino, you give great XP, but I don't like you, so you go in the D tier. Timber, I like. The other two freak me out, man. They got veins. This is a Katamari. This is not a Pokemon. Emperor Palpitoad. Up you go. Seismitoad. It's the orbs again, man. It's the orb thing. It's the orbs. Socks and shoes. Throw and toss. Whatever you want to call them. This is just a blue man. This is a blue man in a karate suit. And this is his short, painted red friend in a karate suit. They're fine. I feel the same way about them as I do Machoke. But they're less cool than Machoke. So that's a lie. I feel worse about them than Machoke. This thing I'm okay with. It's kind of cool. I guess you can go in the C tier. I don't like this. He just looks like an angry blanket burrito. I'm okay with this guy. I've never seen anybody use this ever. But it's a kind of cool design. It looks like it should be in Bug's Life. I don't like this is a tire, and this thing I've seen too much of. So that whole line's going in the D tier. I respect this thing, don't get me wrong. Actually, I better put that in C for I respect you. They're not just men, they're karate muppets. Austin, that's a good way to put it. They are karate muppets. You're gonna go right next to hop, skip, and jump, because you're just the same Pokemon again. I watched Joel use one of these things. Same deal. I'm gonna put you next to Superior. If Joel can make a triples team where you shine and literally obliterate the meta, you're going in C tier at least, because I respect your power. Petalil, you're a fine Pokemon. Lilligant, I actually quite like. I think Lilligant is pretty cool. I'm going to put you up by Drillbur. I don't necessarily think you belong in the A tier, but I got nothing bad to say about you. Two Basculins. You're the same Pokemon, but there's two of you. I'm going to put you in the E tier. You don't go anywhere. You don't evolve. You don't really do much. If they evolved and it was cool, probably put them higher up. Maybe that'll motivate you. Sandile, I think, is a B tier Pokemon. He's pretty cool. Krokorok, I think, is an A tier Pokemon. Crocodile, I think, is a B tier Pokemon. I really like this guy. This guy, I'm not 100% sold on. I have two of them now. I have two competitive ones because I got the shiny, but I don't know. These two belong right next to each other because they're holding hands. I'm going to put you in, I think, the D tier. I've never used them, and I'm kind of tired of seeing these guys. So there we go. Maractus, you are another Cacturn. So I need to find where I put Cacturn and put you one below Cacturn. Because they just did it again. You know what? Sit next to Cacnea. Just like that. Peblet, up you go, buddy. A tier Pokemon. Out of respect for Peblet, you go in the B tier. I think Dwebble is really cool. He's a cute Pokemon. He's a little hermit crab. Crustle is really just carrying the whole world on his back, but is so criminally targeted in raids. You know what? Sit up there. Sit with your baby form. I feel the same about these Pokemon, but Dwebble is cuter. Pants, aka Scrafty. I don't really like. I'm sorry. You're gonna go here. You're annoying to fight against because you have Sucker Punch. I'm not a huge fan. I've never used one, so you don't have any extra help. Hey, Indiana the Otter. Thank you for hanging out, man. You have a good one as well. Sigilyph. I hate this Pokemon. Where's Xatu? You're just another Xatu. You sit next to Natu, because I can't find Xatu. I don't know what this is. I'm going to put you with Yamask. Yamask, I think you're a D tier Pokemon. I got no attachment to you one way or another. Cofagrigus, I think, could have been really, really cool. That's not true. I think he is pretty cool. I'll put you in the B tier. I love this turtle. This turtle is a cute Pokemon. He's fierce. He's ready for action. I'm not a huge fan of this Pokemon. You can go in the C tier. Same deal all the way through with these guys. I think this is a really cool Pokemon. I think it's bad, but I think it's a fun design for the fossils. I like both of these fossils. I think they're fossils. This thing is so sad. Let it sit on the ground, please. I'm going to put you next to the other one. Let him sit. He's so tired. He's flapping his wings as hard as he can. Trubbish, you go next to my boy. I did not like or use these Pokemon before Sword and Shield, but the limited pool of Pokemon has made me love both of them. Zorua. I have nothing bad to say about you, but I will not put you above C. Zoroark after Ragnarok, I'm going to put you in the B tier. These are Pokemon that I forced myself to integrate because I didn't like them. and I wanted to know why. And the answer is I don't know, other than personal bias. Joel would use one, and it would look like a Gengar. So I would go for psychic moves, and it wouldn't work, and then he would hit me with like Dark Pulse or something, and I would die. Minchino is a cute Pokemon. I'm gonna put you up here. You're in the A tier because you're a cute Pokemon. This is the same Pokemon. You're gonna go in the C tier. This might upset you. You might agree with me wholeheartedly. I don't like any of these Pokemon. Any of these three. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm okay with this guy. You can go in the D tier. The Gothita line, I just don't like. It's an aesthetics thing. It's genuinely personal bias. I'm sorry if you really like those Pokemon. I understand they're prominent powerhouses. They got great special attack. They're very defensive. I don't like them. It's the same thing with Aromatisse, and we'll get to that when we get there. Ducklet is a great Pokemon. Swanna, I've never used you, so I have no attachment. But I like your design. It's functional. It's elegant. You're gonna go in the B tier. Menchis, aka Vanillite. I'm gonna put all of you in. You're gonna go in the B tier. I lied. This is a bad Pokemon. This is two bad Pokemon glued together. I like Vanillite. I hate this thing. This is an abomination. I'm sorry. And then there's this guy. He's just two of that. And if I didn't like that one, I'm not allowed to like this one. So you know what? By that logic alone, you go back down to the E tier. I don't know why they put all four dealings in here. I'm going to treat them as the same Pokemon because I don't want to... Okay, I lied. Fall form, autumn form, whatever it is. The autumn one, you can go in the C tier. I think your spring, you go over there. Summer one, I think the summer one's cool. I like the color green. And then OG, aka whatever one this is, fall, I'm okay with you. I don't like this one. I think this one is fine. But this is just an ordinary deer. This one is my favorite one. So you're going to go up with the other guys. And this one is like a caribou. So you can go in the C tier for caribou. Emolga. Absolute cutie. I'm using one in sword. He's a little bit of a menace. I'm going to put him in the A tier. If he continues to be good, I'll put him higher later. I don't like this Pokemon. I don't know what to do with you. Aren't you tied to another one? You're tied with this one. I'm going to rank these two together. I think this is an E tier Pokemon. And I think this is a D tier Pokemon. I think Escavalier is fine. And I think whatever your name is okay. I respect what they were doing. I like the idea that they traded ideas. So they're like, okay, you're like a warrior knight. I'm going to take that aesthetic and run for it. And this guy's like, I like how you're kind of fast and loose, kind of like a ninja. I'm going to steal that idea. So I like that they swap, but I don't like either of them as Pokemon. But I respect the design choice. I'm going to put you in the C tier, and I'm going to put you in D tier. Because I think that was a unique way to do a trade Evo. I'm okay with that because they have to trade with each other to steal each other's ideas of how they should evolve. So that's okay. Fungus is a weird Pokemon. I'm using an Amoonguss, but you're going in the C tier. I gotta be honest, I think I like Shiinotic better. I think it does everything that you do better. Pringles. S tier chip. You know what? Out of respect, I will allow the queen to ride a little bit below you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Put them together. Put them together. This is the same Pokemon in my head. I will rank them together. You're a B tier Pokemon. I don't have any attachment to the young forms. I have attachment to Pollen's friend Pringles. Alomomola, you sit next to what you should have been. Joltik, cute Pokemon. Same deal. Galvantula, great Pokemon. I really like this Pokemon. It's one of the few bugs that I absolutely adore. Alright. Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. If Ferrothorn actually looked like this and was hanging from an invisible ceiling, I'd be terrified. I'm tired of seeing these things. They're everywhere. I don't dislike them. I'm trying to use one in Sword because I'm trying to understand the hype. But I don't like them. I think the design is a bit strange. But you know what? We don't have to roast this guy any more than we do. He's already quad weak to fire. Clink. I got nothing bad to say about you. I used one in my Sword playthrough. You're on the Legacy team, so you can go squarely in the C tier. Because you're still a pretty bad Pokemon, but I respect you. We don't talk about this Pokemon. This one is okay, and this is a little bit weird, but kind of cool. So you can go in the D tier. This is Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I like Marvin. So Marvin's going to go in the A tier. I have no idea what these Pokemon are, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen these two outside of Pokemon Go, so I don't know what they do. They just look like aliens. I don't like this one. I like Marvin. Marvin, you can sit in A tier, but your friend has to ride in the back. Litwick. Maybe a surprise to you guys, but he's going to sit in the C tier. This one, Lampent, I think is a good Pokemon. Shout out to Ilyana. Chandelure, I have used with a Trevenant. It was a pretty good team. I'm going to put you in the A tier. I like the design here. It's kind of cool. The lore implications freak me out, but you know, we take the good and the bad. We deal with those. Your name is Axu. I got nothing bad to say about this guy. You're gonna go in the B tier because it's a cute Pokemon. Fraxuri, you're gonna go in the D tier with grown up Marvin, because I don't know what they were going for with you. Haxorus, Grammar Paladin, if you're out there, you made me really like this Pokemon. I'm gonna put it in the A tier because I like the version that you made, not necessarily this one, but you've elevated it to new heights, and for that you have my respect. Both of you. You for drawing such a nice picture, and this creature for being the inspiration. Alright, it's not bad. It's not bad. We can fit them all on one screen now. We're almost done. This bear. I love this bear. Give him a tissue. You give him a tissue, he can go higher than the D tier. I love this bear. Wipe his nose. That's one of my design pet peeves, is young character with snot coming out of the nose. I don't like it. Beartic, same deal. Clean it up. Just be a polar bear. I don't know what to say about this guy. I've used one. They're defensive walls, aka they're okay. You can go in the E tier. Stunfisk and Galarian Stunfisk are the same Pokemon, but Galarian Stunfisk did fool me. I walked into it, so you can go in the D tier. You have my respect. Stunfisk goes in the E tier. This guy, Mienfoo, I think is actually really cool. Sleeper hit, if I was playing Pokemon D&D and we were using Gen 5, I would request this to be my starter. Because I feel like that would have some fun implications, and it's just a monk, and I really like monks. Mienshao, you're going to go a little bit behind your baby form, but you're still an A tier Pokemon because I respect your roots, and I like that you're like a ribbon fighter. Remind me of like Ty Lee. Druddigon, I think, is weird. I'm gonna put you in the C tier. No, you're gonna go in D for Dragon. Golett and Golurk, I think are very cool Pokemon. You're going to go in the B tier, and you're going to go in the A tier. I like Golurk. We're going to roll this back down. Pawniard is cool. Bisharp is probably my favorite of the dark types off the top of the dome piece. I'd have to really look at it, but I think he's definitely up there. Bouffalant, I got nothing bad to say about you, but you're just Tauros with an afro. So I'm going to try to find Tauros and put you next to Tauros. There you go. You get elevated to B tier because you're just Tauros, but he needs a haircut. Rufflet. Here's the deal. You're in the D tier, and here's why. I'm fine with Rufflet. I don't want a level 54 Rufflet. It takes too long to get to Braviary. Braviary is a cool Pokemon, but you're not an S tier because it takes way too long to get you. Vullaby. You know what? Same deal. You go right next to Rufflet. Mandibuzz, I'm using one right now. It's a pretty good Pokemon. I got nothing bad to say about Mandibuzz. You go in the B tier for nothing bad to say. Heatmore. Cool Pokemon. Cool design. But I'm going to put you in the C tier with Durant. And here's why. I like these two together like Zangoose and Seviper. I don't ever want to use either of them. Not a fan. They're going to sit in the C tier. I think it's a cool design. Don't get me wrong. I like both of them as Pokemon. I don't ever want to use them. Which means I don't ever want to see them. Which is not a good Pokemon. Dino. Dino, you're a C tier Pokemon. Zweilous is... I don't like you. I'm sorry. You go in the E tier. Hydreigon, out of respect for the power that you command, B tier. This is a gross Pokemon. You go in the D tier. Both of you. You're a good Pokemon. You're very strong. I don't like you. These three, I'm sorry. I don't like these. I have a problem with the genies as well. So I've seen too much of the genies. But it has taken me however many years it's been since this game's release. But I didn't know that they had other forms. I didn't know he could be a tiger or a peacock or whatever that is. That's just a man with long hair. The cover legendaries, I will not disrespect you. I will put you where you belong. I do not know which one is which. We may never know. I'll let them face each other in eternal battle. I think Austin, I think you're right. I think the genies are just weird. I don't like them, and they were everywhere. And I've got legendaries burnout from like Gen 4, 5, and 6. And don't get me started on the Ultra Beasts yet. I've got some choice words for them. This thing, you can go with the cover legendaries. I don't know how to rank these because I don't know what they are. You can go there. I know you can like gene splice onto this guy and it gets a little freaky, but we're going to leave it at that. Keldeo, I disrespect. I'm sorry. Same thing with Meloetta. I know your name, but I'm not a huge fan. Genesect, same deal. I don't know what to do with you. I'm sorry. The legendaries were cool in the first couple gens because there weren't 50 of them. They weren't like a third of the national decks or the regional decks, whatever. It was cool because there weren't 100 of them. Chespin, I quite like. And that's about where that ends. I think this is a badly designed Pokemon. I have nothing good or bad to say about this Pokemon, so you're going to go in D. Because I don't really respect you. I like what they were going for. I liked the Knight Wizard Ninja aesthetic because I'm a D&D nerd. But this is the one I picked when I was playing through X and Y the first time. I love Fennekin. I was like, sick. We're getting an awesome fox as a starter. And then it stood up and I said, I swear, if you get boxing gloves, I don't like this Pokemon. I'm okay with this Pokemon. You can go with the other one. Froakie is the opposite. I'm not a huge fan of Froakie. I think the middle one is pretty bad. I think Greninja is okay. I have seen too much Greninja. He's in Super Smash. I respect him. You go in the B tier for belongs in a fighting game. Roll it back down. Bunnelby, you have a huge power. There's a chance that you could have huge power. If you have huge power, you're an S tier Pokemon. If you don't, you're in the B tier. B for Bunnelby. But let me tell you about Diggersby, though. I don't know how many of you have seen or heard that Diggersby, though, speech. It was on a Shofu stream, and I was watching that stream live. So I was there for the Diggersby stream when it happened, and it was weird. I did not know what to do. I'm going to put this Pokemon in the C tier. Magician, I'm right there with you. Any of the strange humanoid Pokemon that the internet has run away with, I cannot discuss. I can't help but notice someone's missing. Someone's missing here. Austin, there is a famous rant, tirade, speech, whatever you want to call it, on a Shofu stream from many years ago, where they were ragging on Diggersby, and then someone pops in that call and talks about how Diggersby is the strongest Pokemon because his ears are arms. It does have some not safe for children language, so please watch at your own risk, but you should be able to find it if you search Diggersby, though. That should get you there. Fletchling is a great Pokemon. It's a cutie. It's not quite on par with P-Dove's design, but it's a good Pokemon, so you go in the A tier. The middle version, I cannot conjure an image of it in my head, but I think would be very high up there. Pre-nerf, S tier. Post-nerf, still S tier. I remember what was. Never forget. I have no attachment to this Pokemon. You are another Caterpie. You are this thing again. And you know what? You can go up with the butterflies in Butterfly tier, which I think is B for Butterfly. There you go. You just ride right up there. All right, Litten. No, this isn't Litten. What's this thing's name? Litleo. Little Leo. There we go. There's 800 names, man. This is a lot of names. This is a cute Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon, too. Both of these are the same Pokemon. I will not judge them aesthetically. You are a lion, so you go in B tier. And you are a lion, and you go in B tier as well. Flabebe. I know it's Flabebe. You will be Flabebe for all time. And because I disrespect you, I'm going to put you in E tier and not F tier. I don't respect this Pokemon. I respect this Pokemon's power. Nothing else. I'm not a huge fan of the design. It's another flower person. But you're strong. It's a good fairy type. Skidoo, incredible Pokemon. Gogoat, same deal. I think these two are really, really cool. I quite like them. Devin, you know what's up. You know it's a Flabebe. Pancham, cool Pokemon. I like it. I'm a fan of Pancham. I'm not a stan for Pancham. I'm a fan of it. You know, lore implications will not save Floette from me. He will sit down here. Pangoro. Odd opinion, because I really like Pancham. I have no opinion on Pangoro. I think it's fine. It's okay. It goes in the C tier. This dog would be much higher than C tier if the haircuts stayed when you put them in the box. But they do not. And that is tedious. And I won't stand for it. And therefore you're stuck in the C tier. This is the creature that has seen unspeakable horrors, and I really hope it's doing okay. These guys, I have nothing good or bad to say about them. They just seem like the prep squad from like middle school. So you're gonna go in C tier together. This is the homecoming king and queen that nobody voted for, but they just took over anyway. Honedge, I think, is an A tier Pokemon. Doublade, I think, is a bad Pokemon. Aegislash, I have seen too much of, but I've also used. I'm part of the problem. It's a B tier Pokemon now. It's really annoying to fight against. It's really annoying to play with because you have to overthink yourself, and it just bogs the game down. And I think King Shield is too strong of a move. Same deal with Obstruct, as I'm now learning. There you go. If you want to know why I've gone off on this rant too many times, I don't know what this is. You're a cotton candy puff. You're just a cake. I'm worried someone's gonna eat you. Inky, I got nothing good to say about you. Your evolution form is weird. Magician, I've just seen them too much. I've been poisoned by like overexposure. It's the same issue I have with Lucario. We covered it with Blaziken. If I've seen the Pokemon almost nonstop since the game came out on like every team, I'm kind of tired of seeing it. I don't want to see it anymore. Malamar. Of the little bits I've watched of the anime, this is the most threatening villain in the history of anything. And for that, you have my respect. You've got a good typing unless I have a bug. And you've got some really good damage, but your evolution method is one of the most irritating things to look up of all time. Binacle. I gotta be honest. I don't like Binacle. I think Barbaricle's a pretty cool guy. You're gonna go in the B tier. I've used the Barbaricle before, and I thought it was alright. Scrup! Scrup, I think is really cool. I'm gonna put you in the B tier with Barbaricle. Dragalge, I use way more than I like. So I'm gonna put you in the B tier with Scrup. I think Dragalge is a really good Pokemon. It's pretty cool. The shiny is what pushes it over the ledge, but the normal is a little weird. I don't know what your name is. You are a lobster. You're Clawitzer, because you're a play on Howitzer. This is pretty cool, but Hidden Ability Blastoise is the same thing, but better and cooler. I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is. So you're going to go in the C tier, because I don't know your name. I have no idea. I don't know what this thing is called. Clauncher? Is that real? Clauncher. That sounds right. It's like a launcher and then a howitzer. Helioptile, I really hope you're doing okay. Wherever you are in the world. I got nothing bad to say about you. This guy, if you weren't normal electric, you'd be much, much higher. But I will put you in the B tier because I think your design is cool. I like the frilled lizard attack thing that he does. These Pokemon might be my favorite of the fossils. But I like Aurorus better. Tyrantrum is the obvious pick. But Amora and Aurorus are just really cool. I'm going to put Amora in the A tier. I will put Aurorus in S tier. Their shinies are really cool. Their design is very cool. I like Brontosaurus. I like a good T-Rex. Let's roll it on down here. Sylveon. I have no opinion on this Pokemon, but you are an Evolution. I will put you with the others that I don't have an opinion on. I think you're very irritating to get. I think your moveset and fairy type is obviously very strong, but you're too annoying to get, and therefore I cannot put you higher. It's the same deal with this guy. Now, to be fair, I did put Leafeon higher because in Sword and Shield you can give them the stone, but we went Leafeon, so I have a little bit of an attachment to LOL LOL. Hawlucha is probably one of my favorite Pokemon. He's the S tier. Enough said. Dedenne, Dedenne, I don't know what to do with you. I'm gonna put you right here. Carbink, not Carbuncle. Carbuncle's a summon. I'm gonna put you here. Yeah, Magician. I'm right. I'm close on liking Glaceon. Design wise, I have nothing bad to say about it, which is why it's in the C tier. I've just never used one. We put a poll out of what we should do, and Leafeon won out. So there it is. Goomy. Out of respect for Tia, I will put Goomy in the A tier. However, Sliggoo is a bad Pokemon. Goodra, I think, is cool. I'm going to put Goodra in B, and I'm going to put Sliggoo in the D tier. I'm not a huge fan of the Sliggoo design. It looks like a snail. Dang old Klefki, bro. What the heck? What do I say about a ring of keys that steals keys? I respect it as much as I respect Goodra. I've never used one, but I know that there's power within. Phantump, I got nothing bad to say, but I got some good stuff to say about Trevenant. I think Trevenant is a very cool Pokemon. I'm gonna put you in the A tier. All right, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Pumpkaboo, Linus with a space. Get in the A tier. Gourgeist, you're less cool than Trevenant, and therefore you're in the B tier. Because you're just the same type. They just made 2 grass ghosts. Bergmite, I think, is a bad Pokemon. I don't know what to do with you. Avalugg is a fine Pokemon. I will put you in the C tier. I actually quite like this thing. I just... something about it. I can't put it higher. Noibat. I like Noibat. Noibat is a cool Pokemon. I'm going to put you in the B tier. Noivern. I'd really have to think about it, but I'm fairly certain this is my favorite dragon. So I'm going to put you there. So I'm gonna put you in the S tier because I've used you in every game that you've been in that I have played. Xerneas. I'm going to put you with the cover legendaries. I won't disrespect the cover legendaries. I will absolutely disrespect all of the Zygardes. Zygarde Dog, I'm fine with. I don't know what this is. This is Optimus Prime. Please leave. Zygarde, I refuse to have an opinion on. You'll go here. The Zygarde forms, I think, are unnecessary, and I don't care for them. No. And the fact that the only fire water type is this thing and I had to go to a GameStop to get it and never did. I don't respect these last 4. Hoopa is weird to me. I really don't know what the draw is there. Same deal. If I have to go to a GameStop parking lot, I'm not going to get your Pokemon. I'm not going to like it. All right. Time to break some hearts. Rowlet. You're an alright Pokemon. I'll put you in the B tier. I hate this thing. I'm sorry. Have I seen the Hoopa movie? I think I saw the Hoopa movie several years ago, and it made me really dislike Hoopa. Dartrix. I'm sorry. I know he's a crowd favorite. I hate him. It's the smugness. And then he becomes an edgelord owl that I have named Liver Onion. I have a pretty common theme. You're exactly right, Sam. I tend to dislike the middle Evos. Now, Liver Onion, I love. Decidueye, I'm okay with. But Liver Onion has made me really, really respect that line. Litten. Litten, I'm lukewarm on. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. I did not take this Pokemon in Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon is the game I probably played the second least. But I hated this thing at first. This is bias creeping in. You'll notice he's still climbing. Super Smash Brothers has made me love Incineroar. God, what's your name? It's not Poplio, is it? Torracat is the middle Evo. What is this thing's name? It's Poplio, right? Poplio's gonna... You're going in the C tier. I never chose you. I have no attachment to this Pokemon. This one... I gotta be honest. I have no attachment to... And I'll be nice to Dartrix. I'll put him in the D tier. Because I took him. Yeah. Austin, I'm exactly with you. As a Pokemon, I hate this thing. I don't like it. In Smash, I quite like it. But you know what? He doesn't deserve to be next to Decidueye. I'll put him in the B tier because he belongs in Smash. That's where I put Greninja as well. Because they belong in Smash. And I can't even see Greninja on here. He's in there. He's in there somewhere. There he is. He's so tiny. I'll put them right next to each other so I don't forget. There you go. They belong in Smash. They don't belong in Pokemon. This one, the design, I'm pretty okay with. I'm gonna put you in the B tier. I got nothing bad to say about this thing. I've just never used it. I don't think I've ever even had a Poplio. Picky Peck is pretty cool. It's a cutie. It looks like Fletchling though. So it is kind of just like a rehash, but I'm okay with it. I don't know what your name is, so I'm going to put you in the C tier. Toucannon, I think, is a very cool Pokemon. I like that its signature move can burn you, and therefore you go in the S tier. We don't need to talk about this Pokemon. We don't need to talk about that Pokemon. You can go with the other worms. If you were faster, you'd be way higher up. I'm going to put you in the B tier for design. I don't know what this is. You are a crab that boxes. Dude, put the entire B tier in Smash. They belong there. I don't know what this is. I'm going to put you in the C tier. I have no opinion on you. You're Crabominable? It's Crabominable? I think. I'm not a huge fan. I'm sorry. You're gonna go in the E tier. I don't know what else to do with you. The Oricorios. I have no strong feelings about any of the Oricorios, but I like them from a mechanical design point. I'm not gonna roast them. I'm just gonna put them in C tier and move on. I got nothing good or bad to say about them. I never used them, and I didn't play a lot of Sun and Moon, but I respect that you had to take them to different islands to get them. So that's that on that. Cutiefly. There we go. You can go in the B tier. I got nothing bad to say about you. Rabambi, I have actually used more than twice. I'm going to put you in the B tier as well. You belong in Smash. Koa. I got to keep you in the A tier. You're not quite in the S tier. This thing, I'm sorry. This is just when they made Sonic an edgy werewolf. I'm not a huge fan. This Lycanroc, I think, is really cool. Put you in the S tier. You turn into a whale, but only sometimes. That makes you a bad Pokemon. Sam wrecked me with one of these. Toxapex, I respect you, but I have no opinion of you otherwise. Same deal with Marini. A lot of the Sun and Moon guys. Oh, Dusk form. I'm sorry, I went pretty quick. The Dusk form, I dropped him pretty low. I think. He's down here. He just weirds me out. He doesn't look like a Pokemon. He's just like an edgelord. I like that he's got two forms, but the other one is so much cooler that I will never pick this because he becomes like a red werewolf. I did use them in Ragnarok. I wanted to like them. It didn't help. Mudbray, I'm okay with. Oh, this is the Midnight one. Oh, the Dusk is not on here yet. I don't know. He might not be on the list. There's been a couple that they skipped, like Normal Raticate. This horse, whose name escapes me, I actually quite like. It's Mudbray into Mudsdale. There we go. He becomes a Clydesdale horse. Dupiter, I don't like. Araquanid, I'm a big fan of. I'm going to put Dupiter a little higher than F tier. That was a pretty quick judgment. I will put him in D tier. I think this is a weird Pokemon. It creeps me out, but Araquanid is really cool. And it's strong. I don't know what this is. You can go here. You're freaking me out. This is Pinstripe Pants Praying Mantis. You go into D tier. More Lull XD. You go in the C tier. I have no opinion of you. Sheenotic, A tier. The cold, dead stare of this thing and the fact that it absorbs your strength with its sticky fingers. And it's good. A tier Pokemon. Not S tier yet. I haven't quite pushed it into S tier. Okay, I got some strong opinions on these guys. I really like Salandit, but half of the Salandits that you catch, similar to Combee, are useless. Salazzle, very, very cool Pokemon. I cannot put you higher than A. You would be S tier if you were easier to acquire. Stuffle, I have no strong opinions on. I'm going to put you in the C tier. I don't really care for you, but I don't hate you. Beware, I don't know what to do with you. I'm going to leave you with Stuffle for now. We might alter these two later, but probably not. Bounsweet has a tragic backstory and is literal just food for other Pokemon. I'm going to put you in the food tier. Not F, but E for food. This is where all the food-based Pokemon have ended up. Except for this cake. I don't know your name. It's Bounsweet something. And then Serena. Trapakick is its move. I'm sorry, I don't know what you are. You go in the F tier. You're not memorable. Yeah, E for food. Serena, I got no strong opinions on. You can go in the C tier. I don't know what this is, and it's freaking me out. You're going in F. Frankly, you should have tried harder. Comfy is a bad Pokemon. It's not particularly memorable. I respect that it's like a lay for the islands. That's cool. It's a bad Pokemon. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use this thing or like it. I got nothing bad to say about it, but I got nothing good for it either. So you're gonna go next to Pinstripe Mantis. Oranguru. I don't know. He's a C plus B minus Pokemon. I don't love him. I don't hate him. Rugby Monkey. Same deal. You are a C plus B minus Pokemon. I know Joel's doing some good stuff with Passimians. With receiver and huge power and stuff. That's cool. I don't have the time to execute those big brain plays. Wimpod, I hate you. Golisopod, I really want to like you. But every time I try to set you up with Swords Dance or something, you eject. And then it's over. And you can only get like 4 of them in Sun and Moon. So that's just horrible. Sandygast. Sandygast is a cool Pokemon. I like the design. Palossand, you're going to go right next to the baby form of yourself. Because I think you're both cool. I got nothing bad to say about either of them. This thing. I always forget it exists. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm gonna put you down here. I don't know what you do. I know when I kill you, you hit me in the face and it hurts. But I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what type you are. Frankly, I don't really care. You're gonna sit in the F tier at the bottom of the ocean with Wimpod and think about what you've both done. Type Null. Edgelord to the extreme. Don't get me wrong. Lore implications. Big fan. This thing, when you break the helmet, less cool. Silvally, whatever you want to say. That's that on that. This is a collectible from Super Mario Galaxy and not a Pokemon. And this is that collectible. After you tell it it's a collectible from Super Mario Galaxy and it gets sad. This Pokemon should have had an evolution. There you go. They tried again with Grookey. This is just Grookey 1.0. Turtonator. I'm going to put you with the Kamala. I quite like you. I don't understand you at all. Your move is weird. Shell Trap? I don't get it. Togedemaru, why don't you go... You can go in the C tier. I got nothing bad to say about you. You're a Pikachu clone. It wasn't for me, but that doesn't mean you're a bad Pokemon. Mimikyu. Mimikyu's actually pretty cool. I'm going to put you in the B tier. I've never used you, but I respect the hustle. He just wants to be liked, and that's a relatable mentality. This fish is... This is just teeth. That's all this Pokemon is teeth. But it knows Psychic Fangs, so you go in the D tier. Drampa, if a friend of Drampa's is getting bullied, it will burn the bully's house down. That's the kind of person you want at your back. You go in the B tier. Dhelmise. I want to like this thing, so I'm gonna put it in the B tier. It's not gonna go any higher because I don't think it's particularly good. I don't know what order these are in, but one's Jangmo, one's Hakamo, and one's Como. They're all fine. I got nothing bad to say about them. I think you're a fine Pokemon. Ko, legendary, brought tears to the eyes of dozens. This thing's a little weird, but out of respect for Ko, I will put it no lower than B. The Tapus. Okay. I don't know their names. This is, except for this one is Coco. Hey, Sam. Thanks for hanging out, man. We're almost there. We've nearly made it through. We got one more gen to go. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did. Always good to have you. Tapu Koko. I'm going to put these with these guys. I have no opinions on them. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time pretending to have opinions on them. I'm just going to dunk them into the C tier and move on with the rankings. Where you at? There you go. I know they have like terrain moves and they're highly versatile, but I got no love and no hate for them, so they're just going to go in C tier and we're going to move on. This thing, I don't like. This thing, I also don't like. This is just another collectible. Solgaleo, I think, is cooler than Lunala, but I'm going to do the same thing that we've done. The cover legends I've talked about in the past ad nauseum. why I don't really like most of the legends. That's why most of them are going to sit in the C tier after the dogs. I don't know what this is, but I think it's an Ultra Beast. I have no positive things to say about the Ultra Beasts. This is the first time I'm seeing most of them. I didn't like it. It felt like Pokemon was trying to be something that it wasn't. The Beast Balls are cool. That's the only thing I liked about the Ultra Beasts. I don't know what this is, but if you're with the Ultra Beasts, I got nothing good to say about you. Meltan. You get to go a little higher up. Barely. Melmetal, you go right next to him. I have no idea what this Pokemon is. I don't know what it does. Pokemon Go, it has eluded me for so long that I just don't care anymore. I did the missions for like a whole year and I'm still not even close. So, these Pokemon are E tier. They're not Ultra Beasts, so they're not going in the bottom of F. But, I don't know what to say. The only one of the Ultra Beasts that I think is okay, I tell a lie. I don't think there is one. No, it's the Gumball Machine, because he reminds me of Benson from regular show. Grookey, S tier Pokemon. Hands down. I love this guy. I know there's some hate out there for Long Monkey. I respect Thwackey. That's alright. Magician, this, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. This is just Metal Diancie, and I put Diancie down here. And then we're gonna put, I gotta be honest, I think you're like I think you're a B tier Pokemon. The Grookey's a cutie. Thwackey's a drummer, and that's okay. Rillaboom, in both playthroughs, when I got Rillaboom, I put him in the box. I don't know why. I just I didn't want a big Donkey Konga monkey running around. I don't know what to say. Alright, here's where everybody's going to get a little sad. I have no opinion on Scorbunny. I despise this thing. I'm sorry. You're not a Pokemon. You're someone going to a Comic-Con. Rillaboom deserves to be in Smash. You're exactly right. That's why he's in the B tier. Now Cinderace. He's getting the same treatment as Blaziken. I'm putting him right next to Blaziken. I'm going to keep it as fair as I can. This is just Blaziken again, but more annoying to deal with. Speed Boost is one thing, Protean is another. Now, I've had some decent success killing these things in the viewer fights, but I don't like it. I mean, I tend to not like the fire starters. Now, here's where it's going to be balanced. I think Sobble is a bad Pokemon. I don't know what this thing's name is. I don't like it. Inteleon, you can be in the E tier. I don't like the aesthetics at all on this thing. I think he's too sad. This is just emo stage where he's still sad. And if I get one shot by one more snipe shot crit in the battle tower, I'm going to lose my mind. So he's going in there. Skwovet, I got nothing bad to say about you. You're going to go in the C tier, bud. This thing, I've never used. I don't even think it's in my Pokedex in Sword right now. I won't utterly disrespect you. I haven't given you a chance, but I'm going to put you in the D tier because you're freaking me out. Now, Rookie D. This is going to be a weird one. You're in the B tier. We're going to go A tier for this one. I actually think this is really cool. And I'm going to put Corviknight also in the A tier. Corviknight is really cool. Sorry, that's B tier. There we go. I quite like these two. This is just a beach ball bird. So I don't know what else to say about that. You are just another Caterpie. You go in the Caterpie tier. You are another one of these guys. F tier's getting pretty big, guys. I don't know what to tell you. And then this guy, I have nothing to say. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I know Joel really likes this guy. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it, and I never used one. So you're going in the C tier. I haven't formed an opinion on you. Nickit. Nickit is okay. Feeble, aka Swiper, is also okay. It's kind of hard to put them any higher up. They're sort of like Persian and Leopard, but I've never used them outside of the OG Shield playthrough. And they did alright. They did alright. I didn't hate them, but I didn't particularly like them. Gaston, because I don't actually know what your normal name is. I'm going to put you down here with that thing. I don't know what these are. They're in the grass gym, and they're just absolute chumps. I'm sorry. You gotta go. Wooloo, cute Pokemon. Going in the B tier. Dubwooloo. In my head, these Pokemon are called new boys. You're going in the B tier as well. It's hard for a normal type to go much higher than that without being really, really, really cool in the design. This little dude, I hated it first. Don't get me wrong. I was not a fan. Right now, he's a B tier Pokemon. He's pretty cool. Dreadnought. I think it's awesome. He's one of my favorites from the newest games. You're going up here. You're an S tier Pokemon. You're a snapping turtle. Very excited to see you. Yamper. Cute Pokemon. You're going to go in the Rookidee tier of B. But I don't like this. Boltund. You're gonna be one tier. You're gonna be 2 tiers down. You're in the D tier. I don't really like it. Okay. Here's where it gets hard. Roly-Coly. You're genuinely just this thing on wheels. Carkol. I hate that they changed your eyes. If your eyes had stayed that way, the whole line would be cooler. Carkol, I'm going to bump you up a little bit, because you can move at speeds up to 18 miles per hour. And then Colossal, I'm going to put you in C. I want to like you. What's up, Dr. Pineapple? Welcome aboard for the final stretch. We're almost there. Joel loves Applin. I don't. I'm going to put it in the D tier. Flapple? I have no opinion on you. You're just this but opened. Appleton? I have no opinion on you. I've never had any of these Pokemon. You know what? I'll be fair. I'll keep you on the other list of Pokemon I have no opinion on. Silicobra. These two, if they uncoiled ever, would be fine. But they don't, so they're not. They're gonna go in the D tier because I'm not a huge fan of them. Cramorant is an absolute meme lord, but for that reason I actually really like it. I don't know your name. I think you're Barraskewda. I have no problem with this Pokemon, but I have no attachment to it. I'm gonna put both of them in C tier. They're not bad by any stretch. I've used them on the pre-built rain team for the battle tower. I think they're okay. I think they're pretty well designed and stuff. They're just not for me. The propeller tail weirds me out biologically. Like, how does that work? This little dude, Neopet. You're a Neopet. You go in the C tier. These guys, I thought were the same exact Pokemon. I have nothing good or bad to say about them, but the design is pretty cool. So they're going to go in the B tier. I could see them in a Smash DLC, and therefore they go in the B tier. This man has a Jamie Heineman mustache, and we searched for him for 100 hours. You go in the C tier. I honestly don't like this thing. Dr. Pineapple, let me see. Your Venusaur is up here. Venusaur is an S tier Pokemon. Ivysaur is an A tier Pokemon. Venusaur and Bulbasaur are S tier Pokemon. And we'll go through everything at the end real quick. We'll run it down the lines. We might make some last minute adjustments. Clubopulous Michael. I got no opinions on this form. I think this one is really cool. We're going to put this one in the A tier. The T's, I gotta be real, they don't do it for me. These, I think, are gonna enter into the Gardevoir trap. I'm calling it. I think in the next couple years, these are gonna get Gardevoired if they haven't already. I have no opinion on this thing. I think this one is a little bad. And I think this one is also a little bad. Carrying through that tradition, I think this one is a little bad. I think this one is really bad. And I think this one is perfectly fine. Heck yeah, Gremmy. Gremmy Evolved is A tier. I think this is a cool Pokemon. I don't know why it's a Meowth again. I think Berserker could have just been a new Pokemon and they just veer a little bit away from the Meowth design and then we don't have like a fourth Meowth line. But I think the design is pretty cool. I'm going to put you with Corsola because I don't know where else to put you. I have no opinion on you. You just make me sad for the world. Surfetched, I think it's pretty cool. You go in the B tier. Mr. Rhyme. He's got a sense of rhythm, and I respect him for it. I'm going to put him next to Galarian Mr. Mime in the tier of things that I don't really have a strong opinion on. You are Cofagrigus, but made of runes. You will go in the little bad tier with your baby form. We don't talk about those. Phalanx, the lads, S tier Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Phalanx. I think he's cool. You are just not the evolved form of this, and that bothers me, so you're both going to stay down here. Snom. Snom is an S tier Pokemon. Frostmoth. Criminally weak to Stealth Rocks, but Lysithea pushes you over the ledge for me. You go here. You go in the A tier. Stonjourner, I didn't even know you were in the game until the DLC, so I don't know what to tell you. You're going to go in the C tier. I don't have any strong opinions on you. Ice Cube, same deal. I don't know what to do with you. You are Audino again in my head. So you're going to go wherever Audino was, which I think is in the D tier somewhere. There you go. The fact that these are not Audinos, but are instead Indeedees. Get out of here. It's the same Pokemon. I got to rank these independently, even though it's the same Pokemon. So I'm going to put them in the same tier of Pokemon I have no opinion on. They get hungry, and I think they could have done more with it. If they had done more with it, I would have an opinion on them. I have never been able to find these Pokemon in the game. I think this one is okay. But this one, I like. I don't love him. I've never used one. Oh, Grammar. Grammar. I even referenced you earlier. We've been going for almost 3 hours. We're almost done. This Pokemon is an abomination. All 4 times. To say nothing of their combat prowess, this is an abomination. Should never have been done. I have nothing to say about this Pokemon. I think it's okay. I think it's weird that the Dragon Master uses this and it's not a dragon. Or it might be a dragon, but it does like Sandstorm. I have never seen these two Pokemon in the game. Actually, these three. You are going in the C tier. I think you are a little bad. And I think this thing is pretty cool, but bad. So I'm going to put you in the B tier. I like the design. I think it's hilarious that you launch the babies out of your head. That's just ridiculous to me. All right. Cover legendaries. We're not going to talk about them. I've ruffled enough feathers with those in the past. I'm going to put them squarely in C for cover legendary tier. My genuine opinion of most of the legendaries, for the record, is substantially lower than C. But cover legendaries and their dad, aka the Rayquaza of the gen, are going to go in the C tier and we're going to move on. I've talked ad nauseum many times about my opinions, my thoughts about legendaries. I think there's way too many legendary Pokemon for them to still be called legendaries. I don't like this one. I'm sorry. I'm a little ways in to the Crown Tundra still. I haven't really touched it. I don't understand this thing. I don't like this thing. I don't know. The horse thing is okay, but it's not here, so we're not going to talk about it. Kubfu, you go next to Mindfu, who's somewhere up here. There you go. You're one of these guys. Now, here's the problem. He does not have a glow up. I actually think he looks worse when he evolves, but I like that he's got two forms. So I'll keep him in the same tier, but he's going to go lower. All right. We did it. We did it, everyone. So it was a quick refresher. Let's zoom it back in. Here's the S tier. Now, my favorite Pokemon is Wooper. But Nipsey has become such a symbol for the channel, he's going to stay. I got to represent the people. But in no particular order after these two. This is my favorite. This is my second favorite Pokemon. Here's the S tier. Bask in their glory. They're magnificent. They are wonderful. Here's the A tier. They almost exactly fit on the screen. Here they are. Everyone give a round of applause for the A tier for almost getting there. Moving on to the B tier. B, of course, stands for pretty close to A or belongs in Smash, or I otherwise respect them. Like these two. These are Pokemon I don't like, but because of Pollen's friends, I quite like them. They get bumped up by nepotism and seniority from their parents. So that's that on that. This is a solid tier. There's a lot of Pokemon in B tier that have at one time or another been A, maybe even S tier or F tier. There are Pokemon in here I did not like that I now quite like. Then we move into C tier. This is the highest form of the Megas. And I allow it because I've always wanted a shiny Charizard and they let me have it. However, if I were to organize these, he would be much lower. And all the cover legendaries, etc. would be on the bottom of the tier. Because we didn't really talk about them, so they don't really... We're going to gloss over those. We already know my opinion on the legendaries. But here we go. Here's the C tier. It's Pokemon I either have never used and therefore have no attachment to, have never caught in a game and therefore don't know what they are, but I'm not going to just roast them because I haven't given them a fair shake. So here's the C tier, which is also why the legends are in here. I've never used them, so I don't really have an attachment. D tier. Pokemon that are just a little bit weird. They're in D tier and not E tier because they either added something to the game like these two, Rhyperior and Dusclops made Rhydon, or no, that's Dusknoir. They made Rhydon and Dusclops, two Pokemon I really like. They made them better, so they get bumped up to D tier. There's Pokemon in here that made life harder. There's Pokemon in here that made life a little bit weird. Why are Apom's fingers all swollen? It's a little freaky. I've seen too much of this chicken. I don't hate him. I've seen too much of him. He's on every team. Please get him out of here. Then we roll down to the E tier. E is for food and worm Pokemon, some legendaries, and Pokemon that otherwise I have no good things to say about. Hypno's Freaky. Kabuto, not a huge fan of. The Basculins, I sleep. These two should probably be a little bit higher, but I'm not going to change it now. I have no strong opinions on them, so they're just going to rest gently in E tier with most of the megas. And then we get to the bad tier, which is quite hefty. Now you might note, but hey, the Diglets are up in the A tier, maybe even S tier. Yes, but the Alolan ones are bad. Croconaw, I don't like. There's a reason that Crash does not look like this. Mega Manectric is weird. The Latis, I have no idea which one's which. No one does. And that to me is sad. I don't like this line. Lots and lots of stuff down here that's just bad. The worst Pokemon. That's a fair thing. I should do the worst. I called out the best. Who's the worst Pokemon? I won't count the Ultra Beasts because I don't know what they are or what they do. I didn't do any of the side story stuff after the completion. I did not hunt them down. I think I maybe got this one and probably that one. That was it. The worst Pokemon, the one I meme on the hardest is Spiritomb. I don't think he's the worst, but just the fact that all of his Pokedex entries are some idea of like, oh yeah, he's comprised of 108 spirits. Like, I know, I get it. Let's move on. Who's the worst F tier Pokemon? Grammar, I might agree. It might be this. It's probably this. I just don't understand. The Goose line. The Mongoose. It's pretty close. It's pretty close between those two. That might be it. Yeah. It might be like this. He's a close second worst, but I think this is my least favorite Pokemon. I don't understand it. I don't quite like it. And it's bad. Although, if we're including Ultra Beasts, I have no idea what this thing is. This might be the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Milcery's pretty bad, too. I'm going to put you down there. We'll drag Luvdisc down here, too. On a personal, full bias level, Luvdisc is my least favorite because you needed heart scales and you had to catch Luvdiscs to get heart scales, and then it doesn't evolve into a Lomomola. And I don't know if that makes either of these two worse than the other. The fact that you just put out the same fish again. You said, hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just don't make it look like you did. And then you just put two Luvdiscs on top of a Luvdisc. But there you have it, guys. Probably is the worst. I don't like this thing. It freaks me out. And it's drinkable, and that makes me uncomfortable. So there you go. There's my definitive tier list, preserved for all time. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to go eat some lunch and stop talking for a while. But I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope it didn't upset you too much. I would love to see everyone else's thoughts on their tier lists. If you guys do one, just know it probably wouldn't take you 3 hours if you don't talk it all through. But for now, I'm gonna say adios, and I'll catch you guys in the Discord and other things later on. Toodaloo.